The work week grind. 5 days of punching the clock just to put food on your table. But now it's Friday night, and you know what that means. It's time for Drink Up.
We got the Direwolves.
Direwolves.
I feel like that was all last week we talked about.
It was, but people are still talking about it. Well, I'm pissed that they're doing that. I just wanted to.
Gaming.
I want to see what other people say about it. You know what? Should, if you buy a physical copy game, should you have offline access to that game?
It was a movie. It was.
Bill.
If you like Minecraft, I think you're gonna like it. If you played Minecraft at all, probably enjoy it. There's Easter eggs and funny moments and stuff. But overall, if you're,
It looks like a colonoscopy. Andy, you're about that age.
I'd like to imagine,
Everything else in
probably a little bit
between.
smoother,
I thought
a
you were
little
gonna
less
say you
moss.
like
So grab yourself a cold one, belly up to the bar, and tune in to Drink Up.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Drink Up. My name is Jeff. Joining me today, as always, is Andy, William, and our special guest. You may have seen him in the chats, Alex, aka Kubal.
Hi,
May
birds
have
aren't
also-
real.
Yeah. May have also seen him in our Leveling Up channel as Not a Cop.
Yep,
He's been
that's
in a
not
couple
a cop.
episodes.
Yep,
Still not a cop. He may look
Still
like
not a
it.
still
cop.
not a cop.
Pretty suspicious, though.
Despite the mustache,
Yeah.
he does not work for the police
That's
department.
the only facial hair I can grow. It's embarrassing, guys.
Why don't you tell us about yourself? Well, not us. Why don't you tell everyone else that a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, we know too much.
We don't need to
Yeah,
know a
you
whole
guys know
lot.
too
Just a
much.
quick, we know too
Movies,
much.
games,
Yeah.
blood type, social security, just the
Just the
basics.
authority.
Yeah. What's your credit card number? Gonna need that CCV too.
No, grew up in the UP. I moved out when I was 22 and living in Superior, northern Wisconsin now.
You just dox yourself.
Yep. Yeah.
This is
Come get me.
dox him. Oh.
Hell yeah.
IPA is
William.
terrible.
Before Corn Boy says, how's it going, Corn Boy says, that's something a cop would say.
Definitely.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
You boys
Just
know where
JK
any
says
drugs
hail.
are?
Just JK says, hail on the kick side.
Yeah.
Yep. And the goofy little mustache man. Yep.
Yep.
All right. Andolph,
Yep.
how was your week?
Busy. Closed on the house. Went straight to remodeling. A lot of work.
Good
A lot of
deal.
tiring.
Fun.
So the only thing I really did this week was I watched the new Disney Snow White.
You
and
wasted your time with that?
It was fine.
Did you make a review for the channel?
I'm working on it. It's gonna be a very quick. It's fine, and that's all. It is.
Keep your eyes out for that.
Is it animated or?
No, it's
No,
a
the
live
new one's
action.
live
Oh no, it's
action.
Rachel
Oh,
Zegler.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mexican chick trying to play Snow White.
Yeah, I'm
And
not
then
watching
talked
that.
about how shitty
Yeah.
Snow White was.
It was on the TV. I walked in. I'm like, okay, and it was fine. It's just, I mean, the dwarves were my favorite part. The rest of it could live without. But
Yeah.
if the kids are like, hey, let's watch this, I'll be like, yeah, it's fine.
I have heard it's not as bad
Kids
as
plural?
it's made out to be.
The niece, the nephew.
Oh.
These nuts.
William. What's up with your boring life?
My boring life. Not much. Cut grass. T-ball. Finally ordered a door handle for that new door I installed. Now I've got to install that.
We have very interesting lives, in case you were wondering.
Yeah,
Does it
we're
open?
definitely young at heart.
Does it work?
Does the door work?
Yeah.
I installed it, so probably not.
He's just a window guy.
He's a window guy, not a door guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
We're,
anything about
we're in the
doors.
debates of starting a home renovation channel. Just to see all the stupid things we do to get.
That's
things
a good
working.
idea.
I kind of do
Oh
that.
my God.
That's a good
professional,
idea.
So,
We'd have to edit it down
disqualified.
Yeah.
because you know how you're not supposed to swear for the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, you guys would never get money.
No. Actually, last week's video got copyright hit too. Because we had Megan Mithrigan 2.0. But it said, because you're not monetized,
Well,
you don't have to do anything. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no
That's
shit.
why we have 30 views, just like every other video has 30 views. Kind of funny how every single week we have the same amount of views on every video.
yeah, it's just, the same dedicated people.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
nobody else likes us.
It's also me watching 29 times.
It's pretty simple. We're not that cool.
Nope.
Oh,
So before we get started,
yeah.
raise a glass to you. Thank you for being here. Anyone that's watching. All right. We did have the idea last week to do a shitty IPA day.
It's a
And
bad
we kind
idea.
of dropped the ball on it.
Yeah,
So
now
we
we're
only have
doing
one shitty IPA.
and it's shitty, and I don't
But-
like it.
Yeah. Today's main topic, though, is conspiracy theories, or as we like to call them, drinkspiracy theories. That was weird. Yep, they're gonna say that again.
Oh, dude, this tastes so
It
bad.
tastes like gin.
It's
kinda.
piney. It
Oh,
tastes
boy.
like I went
All right.
down on Mr. Clean.
What do you got?
Shitty IPA. Let's try it
Well,
out.
who's the Pine Sol lady?
Well, I've been
Remember her?
drinking it the whole
It's
time.
Pine Sol,
I don't-
baby.
I don't remember him.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
Oh,
I don't know if
terrible.
people drink that.
Can you taste the
give me
Pine
some
Sol?
Malort to wash it down.
I got that in the works.
All right.
It tastes like cleaning supplies.
It tastes worse than that.
Yeah, kind of.
Before
I regularly drink bleach
Keep
and it's
going.
better.
Go on.
Willie won't shut the hell up.
Well, that's
Anyways, before we get into conspiracies, we wanted to hit a few little funny news that I thought was funny, at least.
Which means it's not.
Yes. Okay. First up, if I can get this to work for some reason, cocky fugitive social media challenge to sheriff backfires in spectacular fashion. Let's see.
Interesting.
Yeah, I can't read it up there. So, a wanted Florida man has been arrested after a series of social media posts taunting the Polk County Sheriff's Office and Sheriff Grady Judd for not being able to catch him.
well. You said Florida man.
Yep,
so
Florida
what-
man.
Typical Florida.
29-year-old Aaron Donta Johnson.
Aaron.
Aaron. No, only
Aaron.
no. There's two A's. Yep, Aaron. He says, "Y'all too busy fishing. That's why y'all didn't catch me when I left Grandma's house today."
Did you watch the video? Is that how he actually talks?
No, it's just a statement. Should have waited a bit longer. Y'all accepted the challenge, right? Grady can't find me. Hashtag come again, Grady.
Oh, jeez.
The post laden with poor grammar and bad spelling appeared to be a dig towards Judd and his department for being too late to the scene. But that didn't stop Judd and his team from responding to Johnson. I can't read those. Can you? They're a little small.
I
can't
don't think it
read
matters.
in general.
I think we get the general
Yeah,
idea.
but he's talking shit to the cops, and the next county over, I believe, got him. The
So
Lakeland Police Department had to re-brag about not being caught despite having multiple felony warrants issued against him. He was ultimately captured by the Lakeland Police Department, who transported him to Polk County Jail. And
No.
there's a picture of they're taking selfies like, we got him.
Well, I mean,
You guys ready
he
for a
looked
mugshot?
satisfied. He did his part. He's
There's
like,
the
yeah, you guys-
mugshot.
He did get me.
Yeah, that screen's a little delayed.
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, I was wondering how you're reading it that fast.
I'm looking at the computer. That's why I'm like leaning and squinting. You know,
You can
could have been
read?
could have been. That's our future lawyers and astronauts, folks.
I just learned how to tie my shoes.
Oh,
You done messed up, Ron. The Polk County Sheriff's Department said. yeah. Stupid games, stupid prizes.
Yep.
That's the epitome of F around and find out.
all right.
Yeah.
What else we
these
got
are
up there?
enjoyable. What else do we have up there? Oh, we got a few things.
How do people drink these regularly?
I
Not-
don't know.
Not good.
Yeah, is
I was
there
really hoping
anyone
you guys
in the
weren't
chat
doing
that
this.
actually likes IPAs?
I'm pretty sure somebody who likes IPAs got beat as a child.
Like a masochist almost. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Sadism,
Yeah.
liberalism.
Definitely in a toxic relationship with a goth girl.
Moses Grass with his his
Oh,
safety
boy.
glasses on.
Oh yeah,
You
no,
know,
full on
This ain't working.
shield.
I
yeah.
figured
Yeah. A face shield.
Mm. Oh.
Oh,
Okay. I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah, just do the old
What's
fashioned way.
that? Did he?
No.
No, did he?
No, did he?
No, although I mean, they keep his trial is still going on, and every person testifying is, they say the same thing. He's guilty.
Didn't he
So-
overdose or something?
Did
oh,
he?
that was
Did he though?
No.
Pretty sure he
No,
overdosed.
R. Kelly.
Oh, was it R. Kelly?
I think it was R. Kelly.
Overdosed on
Wait,
piss.
recently?
In prison.
Recently.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
R.
No,
Kelly.
there's probably more drugs in prison than there is on the streets.
That's crazy. But I mean, he's
Sort
gonna
of.
be
Yeah,
like under a
Amanda
bunch of
says R. Kelly.
surveillance. You know what I mean?
No.
So he's just sitting in a jail cell.
Yeah,
Are you kidding me? No way.
they don't give special
That's the point
treatment
of
to R.
jail.
Kelly.
You sit in a jail cell, unless you're a Pablo Escobar, running the things,
Yeah, I
built his own jail.
I don't know. When I think of
piss on
Diddy
your
in
face.
jail, like
All right.
no baby
So,
oil.
speaking
and-
of
Yeah.
musicians that are a little wild, Liquid Death teams up with Ozzy Osbourne for Ice-T DNA promo.
I love Liquid Death.
I've never drank it because
Oh my!
It's all right.
God.
I mean, isn't it just water?
I love
You
it.
like
I don't know what it
sparkling
is.
Water. The Eurolanders
Well,
like their sparkling
they don't
water.
have carbonated. They have regular water
Really?
too.
So what Liquid Death is doing is they are selling 10 individual cans that Ozzy Osbourne has drank out of, and they
And crushed.
and crushed. And the punchline is when the technology is there and the legality of it is, he says, "Clone me, do what you want, clone me."
All right.
How
When I was
much,
watching this video earlier, it's actually really funny.
how much
I
are they
can get
going
it done.
for?
Like $450
Yeah.
each.
Shut up.
For
Yeah.
10 of them,
Really?
though?
I
I
might
think there's
buy
only
one.
10 available.
I might buy one.
Oh, you got to get in line.
It's probably
There's
gone, just like the
5,000
Sydney Sweeney
bath
stuff.
waters.
Yeah, but do they know who I am?
Probably. That's why you can't get one.
All right.
Oh my God, is that so much better?
There will never be another Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh
Unless he has
yeah,
actual
so
DNA.
good.
Introducing infinitely
Australian,
recyclable
whatever.
Aussie by Liquid Death.
It'd be
These
really
cans of
available.
low-calorie iced tea with B vitamins have each been drunk by Ozzy himself. And each can contains trace DNA from Ozzy's saliva, as well as his handwritten signature. Now,
Boy, he
once
getting old.
technology and federal law permits, you
I
can
know, but I can't
replicate
believe he's still
Ozzy
going
and
after
enjoy
all that
him for
heroin,
hundreds of
so.
years into the future. Just imagine if you could bring back early 80s Ozzy.
I hope so.
He can mow your lawn,
Otherwise, I could
perform
just
at kids'
crush a can
birthday
of liquid death and
parties.
put it in a case and sell it.
or anything
Like,
you
yeah,
want.
the Osborne at it.
So get your can of infinitely recyclable Ozzy.
Interesting.
No,
Yep.
this is not a joke. Yes, these
you want
contain
your own
Ozzy's actual
Ozzy
DNA.
Osbourne DNA.
There's only 10 available.
Yeah, that
Act
can't be
now.
good. And like by the time we get clones out, so I mean,
Yeah, it's
I
in a
guess.
sealed bag. You never know. A sealed can. Sorry.
I never had one of them liquid deaths, but I like the green one.
I've never had a liquid
the
death.
lemon lime flavor or whatever.
Is that
Is it
also-
carbonated?
Yeah.
Is it a lot of lemon lime flavor, or is it like somebody yelled lemon lime from a distance?
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
I don't like that.
Yep.
It's-
So individually, selling each one individually for $450, each one labeled, numbered, and barcoded, so you know you had an original.
Look at that.
Yep.
Oh my
Signed by
goodness.
Ozzy himself.
And there's
if
only
it-
10.
I believe there's 10. Yeah.
Until they sell out, and then they'll do
So
10
they're
more.
at 10 cans.
Better hurry. There are 10 infinitely recyclable Ozzy cans available. Yep. So only 10.
I want to see a
And
video
just
of
JK
him.
says the exact same thing I was thinking. Yeah, I'll pass.
I want to see a video of him drinking them
They just
And-
showed it.
and like a reaction, like him just sitting there, you know.
How
many fucking teas do I gotta drink?
leaf.
Sharon, grab me another can.
All right.
You remember the show The Osbournes?
I loved
Yeah,
it.
I
dude.
did too. I missed so much.
loved
When
it.
that phone is ringing and he's like, what the fuck is that?
What is it? Amazon? Amazon just got the rights to it, didn't they? Or was it HBO?
I don't
They
know.
got the whole
No
series
idea.
on there. So yeah, I started rewatching it.
I even like that one
it's
with
on
Gene
Amazon.
Simmons, Family Jewels. That was a good one too.
I don't think I ever watched it.
That was a good one.
I
That
think
was
it's
a good one.
time to get into some conspiracy theories.
Are we out of the good news?
Yeah,
Alright, well,
it's being so crappy on our computer. I'm just going to be able to work it from this computer here.
Yeah.
So we're going to start off because we're on the brand of musicians. Avril Lavigne's been dead for a long time.
I've seen this one.
I believe this one. She's not real or anymore.
right.
The real
been
Avril.
replaced.
The real Avril Lavigne has died a long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
When are we?
right? Yeah, I think we're forgetting something here.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, yep. Hold on. Before we get into it,
Hold on. We gotta.
hold on. I'm going to
Hold on.
grungy kind of stuff
Exactly.
is now
Well,
just pure.
You could
Hip-hop,
ask the
hip-hop.
guy from Sum 41, the lead singer. I mean, he was married to her, so don't you think he would know her real legal
Well,
name?
he married the blonde one, not
I know,
the
but
original,
like,
Not the OG.
not the OG. So
Not the
I mean,
OG.
he probably fell in love with the blonde one.
Right.
Yep.
The
I'm
Melissa,
sure he
whatever her
did, but
name
he
is.
still got to get married
Melissa
and know her
Mandela.
legal name.
Rhymes with Mandela.
Mandela effect.
The Levine effect.
The Levine.
The Levine.
Mandela. Ooh. Hitting a few of them.
How old would
What-
she have been?
2003. I have no idea.
What is
I don't know.
is that the 27 Club? Is that what that is?
A lot of people,
Oh,
yeah,
that
a
might
lot
have
of
been.
musicians died.
I wonder if she
be-
would have been around that age.
Yeah, my.
No, it is what it is.
Yeah. What do you?
Well, speaking of other artists, I mean, Elvis, he's not dead. He's alive.
I know.
He was at Bob Hope or something.
Hmm?
If you saw, at it's hot in here.
It is
Yeah,
hot.
it's getting hot.
These-
These
Yeah,
reflect
I'm-
back
I'm-
a lot of
Yeah.
heat.
Warren
might have been a
Blast
bad
says
idea.
she dead with a skull and crossbones. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's dead.
No, but Bob Hope, when Elvis's daughter, God, I'm drawing blanks on her name right now.
Priscilla?
No,
No.
at her funeral, this pastor came up, and his name's Bob Hope or anything, but he looked eerily similar to an older Elvis. He sang a song, one of Elvis's, and it sounded very similar to Elvis.
I'll bet you.
Oh,
she
Enough
wasn't
so
in
where
Vegas.
everyone's like, "This is Elvis."
Huh.
You ever watch the movie Bubba Hotep?
Yeah,
Yeah, with wow, drawing a blank.
yeah. Well, Elvis
Yep, Elvis.
and
Lisa Marie.
Lisa Marie. There
Thank
you
you,
go.
Cornboy. The chat always knows.
And then the other artist besides Elvis is Paul McCartney from the Beatles.
Oh, that's right. I remember you
He,
mentioned
he
that.
had a big old conspiracy. The Sgt. Pepper's band album and everything. He died before it. Their album cover, everything relating to him is like, yeah, he's dead.
Like he was
He
like
died
in
in
a
a car
different
crash the
area.
night of something. So
I remember seeing that
Huh.
somewhere. Did he die in 1966 and get replaced?
yeah, it's just one of them
Let's see if I can
things.
share that.
And obviously the band's like, hey, we're just getting popular. We need to keep this going. So they hired a look-alike double, whatever it is, and
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
pretended he was still there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm gonna swap this over here. Oh boy, it didn't work.
This thing isn't really staying on my
Oh,
head.
there it worked. Let's see. Before we continue, we got Amanda saying, "Nah, Vegas impersonator." We got MMA Crease King Jr. in the chat. How's it going, Crease? Good to see you. And he says, "Sup, Jeff? Don't forget these guys."
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers.
No, first. I think it's the first time Crease has hopped in. So thank you for joining us. All right. Did Paul McCartney really die in '66?
I don't believe it, but I mean, yeah, if you want to, you can.
Yeah, I
I mean,
don't know.
clearly there's a lot of videos and pictures of him. Is it a double? I don't know. I wasn't alive when he supposedly died. So
And the man received today a replacement to double imposter named William Shears Campbell.
Where do they come up with these names?
I have no
now,
idea.
where do they find these names?
It's impressive. It'll go on our end. All right. Started with a whisper, and then a rumor, and then a full-blown conspiracy that refuses to die even after 50 years or 5 decades. Okay, this is the title.
Eerie lyrics, cryptic album covers.
Yeah, the album cover is one kind of got me.
Well, the other thing, I mean, the lyrics themselves, everyone's denying, but I don't hear it. So
Mhm.
maybe it's because it's remastered.
On November 9th, 1966, Paul McCartney reportedly stormed out of a recording session at Abbey Road Studios after an argument with his bandmates. Angry and distracted, he got into his Aston Martin. Ooh, must be nice. And sped off into the night. Somewhere along a London road, the car skid out of control, flipped, and crashed. Paul was killed instantly. Where the story goes, according to conspiracy theorists, British government covered up Paul's death to prevent mass hysteria. The world could not afford to lose Paul McCartney.
I suppose. I mean, they were bigger than Jesus. So
Yeah.
massive.
You know, and they were huge, and I never really listened to them.
I'm not.
There's
big
only a
Beatles
handful
fan.
of Beatles songs that I like. I think when they went on their own, I liked some of those songs better.
Yeah. Wasn't a big Beatles guy.
Yeah, I like the Abbey Road.
Yeah. Abbey Road cover was
Cover.
a big one because he's barefooted and the rest are walking. And
Mm-hmm. And the I can't remember what the license plate said. If I could scroll down, man.
Yeah.
Something's going on with our end of the screen. It's not really working so well, so we're kind of delayed. Let's see here. Look closer. John Lennon dressed in white represents a priest. Ringo Starr in black is the mourner. Paul McCartney barefoot, out of step, holding a cigarette in his right hand despite being left-handed, is the corpse. George Harrison in denim plays the gravedigger. In the Volkswagen Beetle in the background, the license plate reads 28IF, as in Paul would have been 28 years old if he had lived.
Oh, shit.
That's
Yeah.
that's a far push, right?
It's
there.
a pretty,
You know,
It is.
but
Especially
it's a
since I feel
stretch.
like if you are really trying to cover this up, why would you give any indication of it being?
Well, because it's the bandmates,
Yeah.
they're friends.
So,
They're
like, we
like,
want
"Hey,
to.
Right.
this is the government telling us what to do.
Yeah, the band doesn't
I-
have the say in basically anything when it comes to when you have a record company representing you.
What do you think you're doing over there?
It's hot. It's
You're
cooked in my head. I was
breaking
leaning
the
too far over.
chain.
Yeah,
Never
The brain
break
power.
the chain.
I feel
I was cooking in there.
I feel about 20% smarter now.
Do you? picking up some signals from somewhere.
Half the retard is gone.
Yeah, borrowing some brain waves from somebody else. Here.
I don't.
I feel like I'm baking the only 2 brain cells I have.
You guys
They're in a
believe
battle
the-
for second
the
place right
backwards,
now.
the playing the music backwards and hidden
No,
messages and stuff.
No, again, that's
Yeah, that was like Stairway to Heaven was like that too. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
there are some that are intentionally done. I think Weird Al Yankovic did in a few songs. He said, like, one that's in backwards. He's like, "What are you doing, wasting your time listening to my music in reverse or something like that?" All right, so on Revolution 9, a voice seemed to repeat,
yeah. It just
"Turn me on, dead man. Turn me on, dead man." In Strawberry Fields Forever, John Lennon's voice whispered, "I buried Paul."
But apparently he said cranberry sauce, and that's just
Cranberry
that's a-
sauce,
that's a
not "I buried
stretch.
Paul." That's
That's a
yeah. You
stretch.
people are insane, is what John Lennon, the most
What do you mean, you people?
greatest man on earth.
All right. What
So,
else?
yeah, that's about it on that.
Yeah. That's.
I mean, it wasn't even in the rundown, but hey, I guess we covered it.
Well, we're in the music topic, and I just kept it going with
Yeah,
music.
that's true. We had a
Elvis.
lot of music today. Amanda says Willie thinks he has 2 brain cells.
Yep.
Okay, I've got 1, and it's still fighting for second place.
All right, this one might ruffle a few feathers for our Scandinavian friends.
Scandinavia, Scandinavian.
Finland is not a country,
Well, it's not a real place.
not a
It
real
doesn't
place.
exist.
Oh, it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
I don't think I can even count on one finger how many people I know have actually been to Finland. Now that you think about it. Or now that I think about it.
Well, one, it's they say it's like a giant open sea where Russia and Japan can just do all their illegal fishing and whaling and whatnot. So they just do it for free, but they pretend it's
Follow me.
land.
Yeah, you got Dum Dum here in the middle.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, this
And
is
then
the
there's
last
also
one.
the world population. They did like the world population, estimates because they can't guarantee everything. But Finland's population falls within margin of error, saying they couldn't exist. So, yeah,
I've never heard this conspiracy before.
Neither have
I'm
I.
very
I don't know
curious.
this one
it
either.
was
Elaborate hoax orchestrated by global powers. Yeah, just like you said, you must have definitely done your homework.
no. This is an older one. I mean,
Cities
I
like
think this-
Helsinki and Lapland suggesting they are illusions or part of an elaborate hoax to attract tourists.
yeah, similar like North Korean stuff. Like they'll set up these stage towns. You fly in and like, oh yeah, this is where you're at, and it's you're not really there.
Our children are very fat and happy. It's a
Yeah.
big fat kid. However, there is overwhelming evidence against this theory.
Like a country.
Like Finland's existence is well documented through historical records. Well, a lot of things have been, just like birds.
It's like birds.
Just like birds.
Alex, what do you have to say about birds?
Have you ever seen a baby pigeon?
Never.
That's
No.
like the big argument. And
Well-
between that and them charging themselves on power lines, it's so far fetched. I love it. I love it.
I mean, I could say some birds are probably fake and definitely spies, but I'm
Well,
sure there are still real birds.
I just seen a thing about Disneyland was
Dude, there's
making
definitely-
fake making fake birds. So
Dude,
they could-
everything at Disneyland is fake.
right?
I'm not sure if you're aware of that. Minnie Mouse is actually an old bald dude smoking cigarettes on his break.
What's his job?
Yeah.
Yeah,
job.
I know.
Go dog
I had to
the
ruin
guy.
No
someone's. I had
shit.
to
Guys
ruin,
are trying to make a living.
Yeah,
and
he's just
Jeff's
trying to
like
pay
talking
his
shit
family.
about him.
I really ruined someone's day one time when I showed that picture to them because they wanted to do nothing more in life than to meet Minnie Mouse at Disneyland, Disney World. Okay, so how about this for?
But yeah, they had
That sucks.
It does. I don't understand how conspiracy theorists like wear
They,
these.
they don't wear them interconnected.
This is why they're into conspiracy theories because it bakes their brain.
They're not rejecting the
All
waves,
right.
they're just increasing.
So
them.
birds
Listen
aren't
here,
real.
if this is the only thing keeping aliens from invading my brain and killing me, let them do it because this thing's hot, loud, and uncomfortable.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm taking mine off.
Yeah, it's
I want to keep on sharing Coble's brain cells.
well, let's disconnect.
I'll hook it up to a.
And now I'm dumber.
So birds aren't real, except Cornboy says the hallway birds is real. I heard it increase his house. Give you a thumbs up, brother. That's funny. All right, birds aren't real is a satirical conspiracy theory.
I'm sure there's lots of people that actually believe it's real.
I do.
I do a lot of times, except for the ones that I shoot and they gut them. I'm like, oh, there's no.
That's what I'm saying. We've all been bird hunting,
But I've never shot a pigeon that's watching me every single morning since the day I bought and moved into a house and then
because
moved
it's
out.
on a power
he
line.
just likes to
On
watch
the
you
power
poop.
line.
Why
Every
would the
day.
government want to watch you? You're not interesting.
Some of the online forums would say otherwise. It's not that I'm interesting; it's what they're interested in that I'm saying.
Yeah, they're always watching.
Nah, they know that nobody's gonna believe you.
Yeah.
Possible.
How's it
Possible.
looking on
Yeah,
there? Good. Okay, because we're internet's getting a little shoddy.
It is what it is. Possible lizard people. You know, maybe they're looking to see is he plump enough to harvest.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yep.
I wonder if a pigeon ever seen Bigfoot.
We'll never know.
We will never know.
Wonder if the lizard men have.
I believe in lizard people.
Oh, yeah.
Obama's one. Gavin Newsom's one.
A lizard?
A lizard
Yeah, the
people.
lizard
Yeah.
person
They've
conspiracy.
been here
Interesting.
for millions of years, and they've always kept an eye on us.
Yeah, sure. I don't really believe in aliens either.
After seeing Don't Care, give me the nitty gritty. All right, the movement claims that all birds in the United States were exterminated by the federal government between 1959 and 1971 and replaced by lookalike drones used by the government to spy on citizens. The specifics of these theories are not always consistent, not unlike actual conspiracy theories. This is an actual conspiracy theory, folks. Wikipedia doesn't know what they're talking about.
If it flies, it spies.
Yeah.
That's a good slogan.
Yep. They claim that birds sit on power lines to recharge themselves. Birds defecate on cars as tracking method. And the U.S. President JFK was assassinated by the government due to his reluctance to kill all the birds.
Okay. I didn't know that part, but
No,
now-
that's a
So
new,
now we're tying it into JFK.
I'm gonna have to put the new red rope to a different picture now.
birds.
Yeah,
Oh shit, birds.
yeah, exactly. Just JK says Newsom is the king of the lizard people. Lizard people.
Look at that. The game Play Birds Aren't Real was published in Steam in 2023.
Yeah, there's a game.
Wow.
Oh,
Birds.
It allows
birds.
Birds.
Uh-oh. An overhead power line is a structure using electric power.
Yeah, need to highlight on that
shit.
one. Well, goddamn.
Thanks, Wikipedia. I had no idea. All right, what are you guys' thoughts on the birds aren't real?
I definitely think there will be some spy birds, but not.
There might
all
be
of
one or
them.
two.
Not all.
Not all
Yeah.
birds. There's no
People consistently hunt how many different species of birds, plus doves. Doves are hunted as well.
But it
But
doesn't have to be
pigeon,
like,
It's so
I'm
bad.
sure somebody shot a pigeon and was like, "Yeah, it's a bird."
but it's also
Well,
not like
You could have
full-
shot a real one.
Does-
I'm not saying all pigeons.
That's why I said it's
and it's not like
not
a full
all
robotic
birds
pigeon.
are. There's no way.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, China, they just came out and said that China has been making drones that look like birds.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah. You
Well, I'm not
you
saying
owe
that every
schizophrenics
single
an
one is
apology.
real.
You owe the schizophrenics an
What
apology.
did I say that I owe an apology for?
I don't know.
I never said every single bird is real. I just said they're not all fake.
Just pigeons.
Bird lives matter.
Bird
pigeons.
lives
Yeah,
matter.
Yeah.
pigeons and
Not if they're robots, though.
damn
Well, they're not
robins.
birds then.
Wait,
I'm gonna start
shitting on my
shooting them
truck.
all. Oh, that was a
Oh,
live
imagine you finally get one that's a robot or something. You're like, it's
Oh,
real.
it's
No.
happening. It's happening.
You shoot it, and it just explodes into sparks. Like
Yeah.
shit.
And then you're gonna post it online, and everybody's gonna think you're lying.
Yeah.
You made a fake video. Well, this guy made it up. Experts
Clearly
are
a
gonna
green
dive
screen.
into it. And be like, this video is clearly edited.
It's clearly a green screen. You
There's
can
no
tell.
way some idiot redneck from the north shot a robot pigeon.
Robot pigeons.
Welcome to the greatest show on the internet.
Yeah, we're super smart.
Yeah, we should start like a adult
Oh,
cartoon show called Robot Pigeon, and only have it at
Yeah.
night. And only have it
called
at
Robot
night.
Pigeon.
Yeah,
But that ties into JFK.
It does.
Anyone else think JFK whole thing?
there's too much JFK.
JFK.
JFK was killed by the
definitely-
CIA.
Yes.
Well, and see, conspiracy theories like that really freak me out because you can really like dive deep into it
Yep.
and drive yourself nuts when it comes to stuff.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
The JFK one gets me every time because I've watched so many on
Well,
'em.
JFK, like 9/11, all that stuff.
Well, I went to the JFK, the
9/11 was
plaza,
an
and
insane
everything.
job.
And let me
Yep.
tell you, there's no way he took that shot.
I've been to Dealey.
And,
Yeah.
and if he did, he was better, trained than what was he a
Right.
Marine or something?
He was a
Right.
Marine.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
but
he was better
did-
trained than what a Marine.
Yeah. He defected to Russia for a while.
On top of
Met his wife.
the multiple angles he had for an easier shot, I'm like, he couldn't at any time, but he chose the worst.
Well, not just that. I mean, they keep diving into it, and experts are always digging up new shit. There's
Well, they
so
allegedly-
much
Yeah.
inconsistency with all of it.
Right.
And
That
they were-
something obviously happened. We probably don't know the real reason, but what the government told us is definitely not it.
Right.
No, yeah, they released the JFK files and they're like, oh, but 95% of it was like still redacted.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
people dug through it and they just found names and words and that they wanted to make sense. And it was everybody's like, oh, it was Israel that did it. It's like, don't say that.
Don't say that.
Yeah, no
Short
shit.
tabs.
I'm trying
Helps.
to. I'm trying to.
You're way off on the X though. That's why.
Because
JFK.
because I moved it a
so
little
we
bit.
all agree.
Oh, there we got it.
Agree it wasn't,
I don't think it was a lone shooter. That
grassy
was
knoll possible.
Ah,
I mean, the grassy knoll. What inside the car?
The grassy
The
knoll.
bodyguard. They said there's a
Yep.
bodyguard trailing behind. That was a
Yeah,
possible.
I
I
got
watched
that one.
one too about the magic bullet, and then it turns out the magic bullet theory was wrong because they actually had the seating position of the Lincoln wrong for the ballistics. Turns out when you actually did the correct seating of the car, that the bullet would line perfectly up with the CIA car behind them
Yeah, that,
for
that
entry and
seems-
exit. Yeah, every conspiracy show is going to try to prove their point,
Right.
Yeah.
but
Well, it's also
it
the fact-
seems they're like with the seating, they're like they had some good persuasive points there.
Well, and
Uh,
what everyone involved in it magically died
Yeah, no shit.
shortly after. So like,
Yeah.
how are you gonna trace it back?
Right.
No idea.
Not
Right.
necessarily. But
Um,
just the fact that Jack Ruby shot Lee Harvey Oswald shortly after.
and then Jack Ruby also was killed in prison. So it's just the trail never ends.
Nope. Yeah. No, exactly. I mean, and Jack Ruby was like the head of like the mob and stuff. He owned nightclubs and all that. Or he was a mobster. He had a lot of shit done in Dallas.
so while we're on topic of conspiracies, did you guys
That's the
ever-
whole.
yeah, I know. Did you guys ever hear about the one that actually came true?
Oh, I know what one you're gonna say.
The gaydar?
Yep.
The gaydar.
It's a conspiracy theory. It just ended up being true.
Everything's a conspiracy theory until it comes true. Usually about 2 to 3 weeks these days.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Listen here.
Oh,
It's
boy.
pretty interesting.
Okay, Willie, take the
Um,
stage. Yes, please.
Well, I'm
Don't,
gonna have to look at my notes
get
here.
this-
But it was in the
oh,
1960s.
you took notes on it. You're really,
I did.
you're really interested in this. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of
Thank
funny.
you. Oh, God, I gotta finish up this shitty IPA.
for one thing, it was also known as the fruit machine.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Be choice.
I'm
Be
not.
choiceful with your words.
This is not. Hold on. This is not me. This is not anybody in this show.
It
This
doesn't
is
matter. What
literally-
you say will be used against you in
Yes,
court
I
of the
know.
internet.
I know. But this is
By
literally. It
30
was
people.
in Canada. Apparently, Canadians were very against having people with different sexual preferences becoming judges, military, police officers, anything like that. So there was a hold on, let me check my notes here.
Very
Yeah, I know. There,
Yeah, you can use your notes. That's
it was in
fine.
the
I
1960s.
took notes on how the food is baked.
Dr. Wake invented a machine that was supposed to tell if somebody was gay, for lack of a better term, attracted to the opposite sex.
What did this consist of? Like, how was
The testing?
Yeah.
So, first off, none of these tests even make sense in the realm of anything. So they would monitor the dilation of people's pupils while showing I'm trying to be careful here. Trying to be homoerotic, I guess. I don't know. I was trying to be careful with words. But they're showing homoerotic images and then measuring pupil dilation.
Interesting.
But they were deeming people as gay and all this stuff from that. That's only one of the tests. They were deeming people gay on that, not accounting for the lighting in the room, which is obviously going to dilate
your
eyes and all that stuff. They were also I think they were using words that were supposed to entice the homosexual thing, dilation.
Doesn't say what words they were using.
No, it doesn't tell you exactly.
I would have been messing with them. If I know I would have taken that test, I would have went like to the eye doctors or something like that.
One at a time.
You know, they put them drops in your eyes.
Yeah.
And one pupil will get really big.
Yeah, they were literally measuring the stupidest things possible. The way you sweat in a room with no AC.
Right.
Yeah, they'd strap you into a chair and be like, "Oh, well, he's nervous. He must be gay." Like that was it. It's so stupid.
The best test available. Hey,
Yeah.
you just robbed me out of my house at midnight. Here I am naked in a chair, and you tied me to his, electrical devices.
His eyes are dilated. He's gay.
So the Royal Canadian Mounted Police actually they've collected 9,000 files on suspected gay people because of this test. Yeah. And to be honest, most of them turned out not to be the large portion of it. But they were so worried about it. It's so stupid.
That's wild.
It is. I mean, people do your own research because there's a lot of stuff in there that we
That's a very interesting.
really can't talk about. So anyway, the people suspected this for a while, and they're like, "Nah, that's not true." They spent money on this guy to develop this, like the government, and it turns out that it actually happened.
But that's what I'm saying. Long story short, it's not a conspiracy theory if it's factual.
Well, it was because it would start out as a conspiracy. Everybody's like, "Oh yeah, they got a fruitcake machine over there," and then everybody's like, "No."
Fruitcake machine.
And there it goes.
Yeah.
Who had the gay bomb?
The gay bomb.
There was a gay bomb that they were using.
Willie not alone in Canada. That's how he knows.
Yeah. That's for a different reason. It's not gay if you say it's not gay before you do it.
So it's not gay if it's TSA. Ain't that right, Andy?
Yeah. I knew TSA days.
Yeah, he was a TSA. What do you call it? Agent, officer, worker?
He used to do cavity searches for fun.
Well, I had the shirt too.
On him.
Yeah.
I had the shirt too that said if it's not gay if it's TSA, and I had to fly through there, so I walked through wearing it, and of course, got randomly selected.
Really?
It seems like anytime I'm with you, we get randomly selected. Like on our way back from Peru, we had the 4S. It's like, oh, it's a super special search, whatever. I'm like, oh, great.
Super special.
Like, what does that mean? And they're announcing your names over the intercoms and stuff. I'm like, what do we do? He's like, stand in line. I'm like, okay.
What is the gay bomb? We got to hear about this.
I don't know. I didn't do any research on it, but gay bomb.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Are you saying I should look it up?
Yeah. Pull it. Hey, Jeff, pull that up.
Yeah. Give me some.
Yeah,
You got the Joe Rogan in the thumbnail.
No, it's not. It's Andy.
Or
it's
Andy.
The drink up experience.
Yep.
Oh, someone here.
No, neighbors.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah.
I got distracted.
I'm pretty sure that they were using like some kind of pheromones or something in the military.
Oh, well,
No,
there you go.
Oh, there it is. First one popped up on the old trusty Wikipedia.
Why isn't that up there?
It's a work in progress.
Don't Google that. Oh, I'm Googling it. I'm not Googling, I'm braving it.
Just behind.
Don't Google it.
There it is. Oh, boy.
Oh, boys, right.
Oh, boy.
Oh, geez. Hold on. One last thing.
There's more.
About that gaydar. No, just the
exciting.
reason that the way that they tricked people into it is they told them it was a stress test. For the gaydar.
Oh, so they didn't tell him, hey.
No,
you
yeah,
gotta-
they're like, hey, we're gonna check to see if
Yeah,
you're gay.
you
They're like,
gotta
it's a
take-
stress test.
You got to take the gay test.
And then all of a sudden they're staring at homosexual pictures.
Yeah. Hey,
Willie does that for fun every night.
Well, hey,
here's a man on the beach. Do you like this?
all right.
Like, no. it's
Number
never
one
lied.
thing. How do you know you're not gay if you don't look at it? I'm just saying.
Multiple times each night for the last 6 years.
Well, you got to make sure. It's scientific testing. You can't just do the test once.
Oh boy, it's real.
This is real?
The gay bomb is real.
Oh Jesus. We
No,
opened up a
of
we opened
course
up
it
we,
was
we're
fake.
going
You
down a
opened
we're
up.
going down a rabbit hole now.
The gay bomb is an informal term referring to a proposed non-lethal psychochemical weapon that was speculated by the United States Air Force in the 1990s. The concept involved dispersing sex pheromones to induce mutual sexual attraction among enemy soldiers with the intention of causing confusion and disrupting military cohesion. Okay, okay, you know what? I agree with that. I agree with that.
This is not.
Of course, it's Air Force.
Yeah, that's
Well, the
sounds
Air
about
Force was like, well, we're doing it. We better-
Yeah, they're like,
Let's ask Andrew. Andrew, how was your time in the Air Force?
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, you're in the chair force.
Did you
How was
check out a
that?
lot of butts?
no experience. in
Air
that
Force
area.
butts drive Andrew nuts.
Well, at least he wasn't in the Navy, so. a lot of big strong semen on your poop deck.
What?
It's from
Jesus
Family
Christ.
Guy when he's talking to his father-in-law. He's talking about how he's in the Navy. He's like, "Ah, you know what? You're in the Navy. You know, your ship. You know, so you like some big strong semen on your poop deck."
That definitely sounds like Andrew's career.
That's so funny.
Let's see here. The Pentagon did not deny the proposal had been made, stating its commitment for researching non-lethal weapons for military use. Critics such as Aaron Belkin, director of the University of California's Michael Palm Center, called the idea as ludicrous for thinking that an aerosol could possibly change people into homosexuals.
I don't know.
Yeah, have you seen LA?
You know, I'm just gonna throw this out there. It probably wouldn't
Here we
work
go.
on a lot of them.
But
However,
there's a chance.
You're putting a bunch of guys out not seeing a woman for a year,
Hey man,
and then all of a sudden, be like, hey, pretty
hey,
good.
the world has changed. Ladies can do things now.
Shit. Did they factor in that there might be women in the other army, and it's just going to turn into a really
No, probably not, because it's frontline, like probably espionage kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
it's
maybe,
before an
but-
attack. Like you're just they're
Where
just
did-
hanging out in a bunker or something. Like
where did they?
throw it up there.
This came out in the 90s,
Yep.
so where were they planning on using it? Either
Probably
in
in Somalia.
in the future?
Somalia.
Just in the
I
future.
thought it said something about World War II. They were using it. Go up.
I never heard about World War II.
No,
it was
that's
the
the
90s
top.
and 94.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's the top of the page, basically.
Yeah. So it's
So anyway, they
they used it.
Enola
I
Gay.
know they
He's talking about
used
the
it.
Enola Gay, one of the bombers that dropped
Oh,
the
okay.
yeah, they dropped the
Glitter bomb.
protest. See glitter bomb. That's
wow.
that's not.
But I'm just saying. So if this happened in the say they use it in Somalia, all of a sudden we watch Somalia's population just triple.
Well,
Yeah, yeah, that was actually a bad time.
Like they
for
actually
America
fought. Like
in
yeah,
Somalia.
because I mean, these soldiers are also going to villages. It's not like they're just with each other nonstop.
Well, Somalia wasn't really soldiers; it was just combatants.
You know, combatants. That's what I'm saying. But they're going back to a village.
Their
Oh.
village.
So yeah,
I see a
so
man
I
that says
feel like
those are the weapons of mass destruction we were looking for.
Yep, there's your
George Bush.
WMD.
weapons of ass destruction.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, William. Good job. I'm proud of you.
You should be. That was
He-
about the
he
only
gets
funny
one.
thing I've ever said in my
Well,
life.
he's been talking for 45 minutes, so he gets one.
Yeah.
He's really excited about these.
Yeah. Out of all the words I'm saying, something's got to be funny eventually.
In case anyone wasn't here last week, we found out Willie can read.
That was just a fluke.
Yeah.
That was a total fluke. That'll never
Oh,
happen
that's
again.
horrible.
Cobalt said he's gonna bring me the books to
Who?
read.
Yeah. Yeah, that offer still stands.
I don't know if it still stands reading an entire page out of was it
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
How
One
about Game of
page.
Thrones? How
What
about
do I
some George
get?
R. R. Martin?
All right.
What,
Whatever.
what do I get?
10 gifted on.
We don't have
What do
any.
you guys get?
We don't get.
You ain't got 10 to give.
Gives him
Bitch.
to himself.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, we got birds. We got gay people and bombs. Jeff,
Yeah.
what do you bring to the table?
What do I bring to the table? The moon isn't
Oh.
real.
The moon isn't real.
Nope.
I like it.
Cole,
It's
did
just-
you research any of them?
What?
Did you research any conspiracy theories?
Yeah, you did birds
last
aren't real.
night, I did the bird thing.
Oh, you did the bird one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just on TikTok.
Yeah.
I was watching a lot of TikTok.
Well, the bird thing's been going around for a while, though.
Yeah.
All
Did you say
conspiracy-
TikTok?
All conspiracy has been going around for a while.
I know
That's
when you
what makes
guys
them
told me
bad.
you were doing conspiracy theories, I was like, oh. And
Should
then I
be
just
right
had a
up your
brain
alley.
fart.
Yeah, it's right up your alley.
I know.
That's
I
why
watched so many conspiracy theory things, and then I was trying to like think
Come
of
up with a good one. You know?
one of my favorites. Like you could do JFK, like I said, but that'd take all day. There's so
Right.
many of them.
Right.
Everybody knows about those theories.
Well, that's why I picked the bird thing. Like, yeah, they charge on the power lines, and that's
I know,
it.
that's-
Like we just talked about
That's
it for
what cracks
5
me
minutes,
up.
and that's
Like they
it.
just fly over a power line to charge, like Wi-Fi signal,
Right.
wireless charging.
Yeah, that's that Tesla power coming to fruition.
Mm-hmm.
So are we saying the moon is
The moon is-
entirely fake?
The moon itself.
It's not necessarily fake, but it's not naturally made.
Okay.
Some theories are that it's a spaceship,
Oh,
Death
mothership
Star,
created
okay.
by an alien species that watches and bred and created humanity.
I was gonna say it had to have been a long time ago because the tides have been.
How do you know? Were you there?
It's tides are documented all the way back
that's just
to
'cause the
any day of the
mass.
ships.
That's just a massive.
That is only like 600 years or recorded, maybe 5,000 years. The Earth is billions of years old.
Listen
Right.
here, bitch. I can't read. More people back then couldn't read.
There's actually stories from Native Americans, the Greek Arcadians, some South American tribes that have stories of the
No
world
moon.
before the moon. Yep.
I believe
I
it.
don't
Oh,
believe that.
keep it going.
I believe
Yep.
it 100%.
So then all of a sudden the moon just popped up one day and nobody like decided to write that down.
They
Well,
didn't have any writing really.
Yeah, it's
They
probably,
did.
like,
They
lost-
did write it down. I just said they have stories.
It's probably like lost in time.
no.
You know?
I just said they had stories.
Like I feel like that'd be bigger than Jesus if just the moon just appeared one day and everybody's like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we're gonna learn about it.
I guess so. Let her
Little
rip,
bit.
Tater Chip.
All right. Well,
Let's
most
read
of
about
my-
how the moon is fake.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
exactly.
Your mom's fake.
Before I get into it, just another dirty Youper hopped in with a hail, brother.
Hail, brother. Cheers.
All right. Like I said, the Arcadians have said they've seen the birth of the moon. Historical figures such as Aristotle, Dionysius, Apollonius of Rhodes, and many more have also given their own confirmation on the legitimacy of these stories. So,
I don't trust a bunch of
That
Greeks
was my
just
contact.
oh,
banging it out, eating grapes, talking about how the moon just appeared. They were probably just so fucked up and like, "Oh, what the fuck is that?"
yep. Even the what was it? The Chipkas tribe in the northern part of South America. They have verbal stories telling of the world that was dark and dreary at night before the moon.
Interesting.
Well, I think
I don't know.
I think the moon is again part of the Earth. You know, when it broke off, when it was formed, and just
Yep.
threw up there. And
That's one of the theories is that a large Mars-like planet crashed into Earth, and they kind of like blew a big chunk of it off. But everything in space is spinning, with
Yeah,
gravity
so
and
it's
all that stuff, and it
reformed.
just eventually formed itself. Because I believe some of the rocks you find on the moon are very similar to a lot of rocks you find on Earth.
Well, that would
well,
that would make sense because then gravity holds it
yeah.
Right.
where it's at.
You think
Yep.
there's any-
However, never being a thing since the time of man, I don't know about that.
Humanity's been on Earth for a very long time.
I understand
Too
that,
long.
but there's no way that we had ancient Greeks rubbing themselves in oil and they're just like,
Why
Bro.
does he always refer to that?
This is
I
the
don't know.
Arcadians.
He's-
before
he got
the
hit with the
Greeks.
gay
It was,
bomb.
Yeah, bring the,
Arcadians.
even
Intelligence.
cavemen.
where's
they're
the
probably-
gay test at?
the cavemen. You don't think that they were just like, oh, Dunga. Like they saw the moon for the first time. Like,
And
no
maybe they
shit.
did. Maybe they did document it, but we just don't understand any of their pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, oh, Unga Dunga pig.
You
and
know
then they
nothing
draw a
of ancient
pig
history, do you?
on a rock.
Of how man and history works.
Yeah, I do, but we're talking about how the moon is goddamn fake. No.
Moon's real, obviously. Okay.
Maybe it
No, I know what you're saying. I'm saying that it's a starship. No.
It is the way it's positioned is absolutely mind-blowingly perfect.
I know.
Motherfucker. Oh, did
And
George
for how
Lucas?
big it is-
Hold on. Did George Lucas get it right in a galaxy far, far away a long time ago? And all of a sudden the Death Star floated its ass over to Earth?
I mean, that could be.
It
I mean,
might be.
Oh goddamn!
if we're talking like
if it's a
ancient-
planet-sized spaceship,
ancient
There you go,
civilizations-
folks. Star Wars isn't a movie; it's a documentary.
you know it's called. You got
Actual
inspiration from
footage.
places, right?
Inspired by Dick.
But the ancient civilizations, you know, man's been on Earth longer than ever. Maybe we did get space travel.
Shut up, bitch!
Just saying,
I like it. You know,
Yeah.
because
The way the
maybe it was up there forever, and
Yeah.
it was just like you said, a planet
Mhm.
that broke off of Earth or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Or it was
aliens came
manufactured.
and hollowed it out, made it their mothership.
That is another theory
Okay,
that I
I
have is
could
the
see.
hollow
I
blue
could see
theory.
the moon being part of the Earth breaking off millions of years ago or whatever. When Earth was being formed, peace broke off. I could see that. I could see
Okay.
that. I could
Well,
totally see that.
let's continue on because I
That
want to
makes
hear
sense.
more
Yeah.
about
I was gonna say the hollow Earth theory, where the Apollo missions when they landed, they put a bunch of seismographs on the moon, and it does have seismic activity on the moon, earthquakes and stuff like that. And they recorded one, and it rang like a bell. The moon rang like a bell for like over an hour or 2 hours, I think it was.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Let me
so
see
that'd
where it
be-
was.
See that I don't know anything about because
Rang like a
even
bell.
with Earth, the amount of shit they know about like the core.
don't know
crust,
shit about the
yeah,
Earth.
we don't know. anything.
They said that this is like Wikipedia speaking,
Yeah.
something like that we know more about space than we do like what's under the ocean.
Well, you know why?
Yep.
Atlantis.
That's
Mer
crazy.
people.
We've never even made it through the crust of Earth.
That's insane to
With
think
drilling.
about. Sorry, I don't
we
mean to
have the drills
get off topic.
like
No, that's
Melted.
still on topic
yeah,
because
absolutely.
it's the mer people.
It's crazy.
Mer people.
Whether the Atlantis or the Aqualand, whatever you want to call it. I'm
Right.
sure there's some sort of high intelligence species down
There's
there. Like, hey,
gotta
don't
be
come down here.
something.
Since we're on the topic of Atlantis, you guys believe that Atlantis existed?
Oh,
Oh,
100%,
probably.
100%.
I believe.
What do you know about the Atlantis theory?
It.
The actual theory, not the Disney fucking theory. Or the
I
Greek
think-
theory.
Well, the
What-
actual theory is that it was a advanced civilization that went underwater.
But I don't think they were people. Like, I believe it was like squids. Because they say like aliens might not be in space, they might be in the ocean.
See, there
Bro,
you
it's
go.
a
you
good
know,
thing you're wearing that.
They've always
tinfoil
been
hat.
here.
Yeah,
Or
and
they're
see,
us.
this is why I didn't want to pick something.
Interdimensional beings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is why I didn't want to pick something like this because I get way too into it.
that's the show.
I know, I
Yeah.
like
Show.
it. Keep going.
All right. So the story of Atlantis was it Plato, I believe, documented that when Solon was king of Greece, he traveled to Egypt, and the priests in Egypt had kept history for the last 9,000 years and described. That's where the story of Atlantis comes from, is Egypt.
Mhm.
So everyone's saying that Atlantis is a white supremacy story. No, it came from Egypt.
I had also seen that Egypt used to trade with Atlantis. People from Egypt actually visited Atlantis. I've seen
Yeah,
that in
Atlantis.
theories.
I don't believe Atlantis was just a city. It could have been a full-on civilization.
Well,
Which
yeah,
is
I
one of
think
the-
that
one
was
of the
it. It
best
was,
theories on it.
yeah. And then the theory is that over time it broke off, fell into the seas.
Well, they
Well,
also
through
have
tectonic plates
they got that
moving.
the
all that fun stuff.
rings, the ring in Africa.
The
Northern-
Richard structure, Eye of the Sahara.
Yeah,
Asshole rings.
where
What is that?
The Richard structure.
it's in
Pull it up.
Africa. Yeah, Jeff can pull it up.
It's because Atlantis was allegedly, city of Atlantis was allegedly two rings of land, 3 rings of water, or vice versa. And the Richard structure in Mauritania looks exactly like that.
Really?
And it's
Yes.
in a
And there
similar
was-
area
yep.
where they're saying it could have existed.
Yeah, Red Mountains to the north, river. And if you look at it, at some point, water had swept across that entire continent of Africa because you can find deltas and ripples and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Kind of the
Much
whole
like
like
the
ice
Channel
age.
Scablands out in the west of the United States.
Well, we had the ice age, a lot higher waters,
Right.
Well,
lower
so-
waters in some
Right.
places. I mean,
Yep.
cliffs,
What I was
it
getting
just-
to with the Solon visiting Egypt, they were talking about how 9,000 years before their time, so 9,000 years before Solon's time, I believe Solon's time was 800 BC. So it would have been 2,800 years ago. And 9,000 years before that would have been about 12,800 or 11,800 years, which is the time of the Younger Dryas. And the Younger Dryas is something happened at the end of the Ice Age that completely just fucked the world up.
Right.
Yeah, and the series that there was a micronova from the sun or a giant solar flare
Right.
and magnetic incursion, the Earth's magnetic field weakened enough, and a blast of magnetic energy from the sun
Well, that would make sense.
Flip,
if they-
flip the Earth on its axis. The poles shifted,
Yeah.
and all the water went across and just destroyed all these cities.
Okay.
And that could make
Yep.
sense because you can be as advanced civilization as you could, but you're not preparing for that.
Right.
Because at that
right.
time, the ocean was 400 feet lower than it is now. And that was
Oh,
right at the end.
shit.
Yep. And here, we'll pull this one up.
Yeah, but it's you can't prepare for that. They can
No.
have like flying machines and everything, but
Dude, I get
What are you
scared when
flying?
I've seen white caps on Lake Superior. You know what I mean? Can you imagine a wave like that coming at you?
So this is the Richat structure. I the Sahara.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't there a guy found from Pompeii doing the deed?
Yep.
I was saying, is that what you do when you see that big wave coming? You're like, well, might as well bust one out.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the last.
Well, I
thing
mean, what do you
think
do?
about.
What do you do? That's what I'm saying. You ain't gonna stop it.
but you think the guy on Pompeii had heads up. He's like, hey, that thing's erupting. I need to
Yeah,
erupt.
the world started. Yeah, the
But
Earth started
it's-
shaking,
yeah.
and there's a big plume of smoke coming out. Of
I know,
the volcano.
everybody's
You
panicking, and
Decided
he's
to
like,
put your
well-
house on the bottom of.
Let her rip.
Panic excites me.
Yeah.
Not like, hey, I'm hanging out, picking my garden, and all of
Yeah.
a sudden you're upside down and just
He-
underwater.
He was
Right.
ahead of his time. People like choke themselves for excitement. That guy was like volcano.
Autoerotic asphyxia.
Yeah.
Asphyxiation.
Yeah. He's like
Yep.
volcano. He's like, this is my time. He's like, I'm really into this right now.
Yeah. And so another theory is the meteor or the comet theory, asteroid theory, that a large asteroid or meteor struck the ice caps in North America or around Greenland.
It just melted everything.
Yep. And then
And then it
it
flipped.
heated up. It was ice age was ending, and then all of a sudden it started again. And so what would have happened is if it hit that bad, that hard, if it was an air burst or something like that, it would have blown a hole in the atmosphere. So the deep freeze of space would have come in, blew all the shit up in the atmosphere, clouded over, froze it up again. So those are the couple of theories.
Interesting.
Yeah. And actually, it is Cosmic Summit is going on right now. I don't know if
Neat.
anyone's aware of that. That's kind of where a lot of this stuff comes
Yeah.
together. It's the largest ancient America, ancient history and theory conference in the country. Going on right now in Greensboro. Is it North or South Carolina?
Greensboro.
Yeah, I think it's North Carolina. I could be wrong.
Sounds like Hawaii.
Yeah, people like
You
Randall
look like Hawaii
Carlson,
out there. Man, it is warm.
Neurotic, and the Forbidden Frontier crew. They're all down there.
Nice.
Yeah, X-Ray Girls emceeing the whole thing.
You guys be safe.
Our
safe down there.
friends. If you're interested in that, they do have a live stream you can get for $50 if you use the code 3CAMS. That's the number 3 and then CAMS.
Oh, I thought you said cans.
Cam.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, 3
Yeah.
cans.
3
Yeah.
cans. Get a promo code for a drink up.
Yeah, it's
It's
not
just
for
3
drink up.
cans.
yeah, no kidding. I can't get this screen
No,
to work.
it's fine. We can talk about Cosmic Summit. It's a thing. It's an event. Go see it
Yeah,
if you can.
go check it
If
out if
not,
you want.
It is.
It starts. I think it started today, and it's going through the weekend. Saturday,
Cool.
Sunday. Speakers like Randall Carlson, a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
Ben from Uncharted X.
I didn't realize how long my hat was.
Yep,
Well,
Yo,
hand me another cup.
all sorts of people down
can I
there.
do another one?
Yeah, I'm not mixing it.
I'll mix it.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna get back to the moon and say the perfect solar eclipses.
Yeah, I'll do the
It is just perfect how it covers the sun perfectly.
Did you watch Transformers where they had the dark side of the moon? Maybe there's Transformers over there.
Maybe there is. There's actually a lot of
I don't
structures and people found on the moon in pictures, and NASA people like that work for NASA going through the pictures, and they find it and they, whoa, what the hell is this? And they bring it up, and then someone higher up takes it and they scrub the image. They do that a lot with Mars. Like Mars is in red. You see the pictures they had of Mars?
What color is it?
Looks like Earth. It looks like looks like Nevada.
It's got to be really hot though.
Yeah, but it's
I mean,
not the
that's-
ground that's red on Mars, it's the atmosphere.
All the pictures we've ever seen from the rovers and stuff like that, everything is bright red. And then one day someone's like, actually, it's not red. It's like gray and blue and all sorts of different rock
Color
colors.
filters.
Yep.
Whose is that one?
They're in the same order. They're sent down, so probably Cobalt.
I forgot what order that was.
All right.
I forgot what we were talking about.
What else? Any other conspiracy theories?
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys see DB Cooper?
What about him?
They probably figured him out.
Well,
Really?
Yep.
They figured it out, or they found
Yeah.
his treasure. Or...
Well, they found I can't remember the guy's name that they pinned it on. So I don't know, a long time ago they found that bag of $20 bills on a beach. Some kid found it. But somebody the FBI closed the case as an unsolved case. And then some guy kept on. He's got a YouTube channel. I wish I could remember his name so that we could say it and you guys could watch it. But he kept a YouTube channel going of him trying to figure out this case. And eventually he found, I cannot remember the guy's name, but the family of the guy that guy thought it was.
Very reliable source.
I know.
That guy.
No, there's a whole-
That guy.
like I
don't
said,
know his name.
he's got his own videos on YouTube of him actually doing the case, talking to the family. I just can't remember. God, it's gonna bug me.
Today,
I'll look it
Junior.
up.
So anyway, he ended up talking to the family, and he went into the family's house, and in the attic, he found a parachute that matched the description of the one the FBI gave to DB Cooper. And then as they did further investigations, I think it was found that it matched exactly the FBI's custom description. Like the FBI basically custom made that parachute so they could match it. And then I mean, it's a pretty big story. And then I guess the family also admitted to him that they've been hiding the story for quite some time.
I'm assuming he's been dead for a while now, though.
Yeah. So the family was afraid of admitting it being him because of they didn't want the backlash to the family and all this stuff. But the funniest part about it is the guy that he thinks is DB Cooper was arrested for doing the exact same crime 7 months after DB Cooper's crime.
Really? But I never heard about that.
Yeah. So the guy's name was, if we can
See
find
that
the
when
name
it's
of
all like-
what he was thinking of. Yeah. Literally 7 months after the first crime, a guy was arrested for going on a plane. The same note style, the same request, except for he asked for more money. The first time it was $200,000 in cash and 4 parachutes. The second time was $500,000 and 4 parachutes. But he was shortly arrested because he forgot. I don't remember what is the first flight. He forgot a tie.
Yep,
And
I remember seeing that on Expedition Unknown. They
Yep.
had DNA test or testing on the tie, and the tie had traces of, I think, some irradiated substance or something like that.
Yeah.
Kind of linking it to a factory that he might have worked in.
Okay, I actually messed up. It wasn't 7 months later. It was 7 years later, I think it was. And then 7 years later, he got caught because he left his DNA on a water cup. And that's how they figured out who did the second heist. For some reason, the FBI, I can't remember why, there was an explanation for why the FBI never tied the two together. But yeah, so that guy on YouTube really searching for him for a long time.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there was a Netflix series about
DB Cooper.
Yeah,
I might have watched it.
Another fun fact about it, DB Cooper is everybody calls him DB Cooper, but on the note or on his plane ticket, it actually said Dan Cooper. And it got misinterpreted by the press back then where they put DB. So that's why he's called DB Cooper, but originally it was Dan.
It says it's one of the biggest mysteries in U.S. criminal history. Just what happened to DB Cooper. Now, more than 50 years later, the infamous crime may have been solved after a pair of siblings came forward to claim they have found the parachute used in the hijacking in their mother's shed and that Cooper was their father. Chante and Rick McCoy III said their father, Richard McCoy Jr., was the man who identified himself as Dan Cooper when he boarded the Northwest Orient Airlines jetliner from Portland to Seattle in November 1971.
Wow.
Interesting.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Yes, I have a bomb, and would you like to sit by me? The note said. All right. Let's see. Get us to the.
But yeah, he was a family man. He had kids, wife,
Obviously.
normal job.
Yeah, I'm sure
That's like any serial killer or anything going on these days. I mean, it's
Well,
he was a normal man. That was Dahmer and they're eating people. It's just
Well, what I'm saying is,
He was a good guy.
He had a normal job and all that stuff. Didn't his wife
He's
ever
never
think-
seen this coming.
Yeah.
And then I keep on wondering, did he never spend any of the money? Because how did his wife just go, "Hey, our bills are paid, and we have lots of extra money now"?
Have you
maybe
not
he
watched Breaking Bad?
Oh, and then also he broke out of prison, got into a gunfight, and that's how he died.
Really?
Yep.
well, that's the other thing though. Cash, you can't really trace cash unless you got trackers on everything.
Especially
But
Well, they did because
They
the
would
money
just-
that they gave the FBI on the original DB
serialized,
Cruiser.
it's
Yeah.
fine.
So that kid that found the money by the river that was worn out, they actually traced the serial number back to the FBI's files, and it was an exact match. So that's how they knew the bag of money came from DB Cooper.
Yeah, but you know, again, you pay everything in cash. People are like, yeah, it's cash, cool.
Oh yeah, nobody's like, we better check this serial number to see if
Yeah.
this is DB Cooper's.
All right.
DB Cooper. So anyway, I thought that was fun
Yeah.
fact. I was like, holy shit, because that mystery's been going on for a long time.
Let's see here. Grider, the guy that does the YouTube videos,
Mhm.
released 2 videos in 21 and 22 on his YouTube channel, Probable Cause, documenting McCoy's claims. In Grider's latest video, published on the 18th of November, he claims the FBI effectively reopened its investigation after contacting him in late 2023.
I was gonna say he did so much work on the case that the FBI did actually reopen it after finding the parachute.
Good. Let's see here. The FBI, which is in possession of the McCoy parachute, is now searching for a positive DNA connection between McCoy's DNA and the Cooper DNA left on board the aircraft.
So last thing I heard was they tested that DNA from the tie to one of DB Cooper's or one of the McCoy's kids, and it looks like it's almost an exact match. Well, obviously it wouldn't be an exact match because it's a child, but the percentage of it probability was super high. So essentially, the match between the child and the Cooper would put the child as his child.
Huh.
So
All right, well,
that's the last I heard about it.
Goble, you got anything?
Yeah. I don't know if it's a conspiracy theory, but the whole AI developing their own language really kind of freaked me out. Been watching videos on
So
that.
like it's talking to itself,
Yeah.
or is it just
Yeah, it's there was a video.
It's self-aware.
It's getting there, but the video that I seen, it was a lawyer AI deal was calling to reserve a room or something like that, talking to another AI at the hotel. They're like, "Well, would you like to switch to whatever language they were?" And it was just like a bunch of bebop, boobop things, and it was insane, man. I don't know. It was on TikTok. I'm a big TikTok guy.
I gotta say
all
this:
right?
you wear that hat well.
Do I? Does
Yeah.
it look cool?
No, it looks about right though.
I didn't realize how long it was.
That's what she said.
not to you?
Not to us.
No, I don't think that anybody at this table. She's probably more like, I thought it was longer.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's been kind of weirding me out lately. But this DB Cooper thing, that's pretty
Yeah, it's pretty
interesting.
neat. Yeah, it said
I literally just watched that like yesterday or something like that.
yeah, he hijacked a plane on April 7th, 1972. McCoy leaping out of the aircraft with $500,000 cash over Provo, Utah. McCoy was arrested 2 days later and sentenced to 45 years in prison, but he escaped in 1974. After 3 months on the run, he was killed by an FBI agent.
Yep.
Huh. Interesting.
God damn, I can't believe I remembered that much of it correctly.
Yeah,
You did
I'm
a good
impressed.
job. I'm proud of you.
I'm impressed.
Because I mean, I did no research on that. It just popped up.
Just watch the
Really?
video.
Yeah, watched the video, read a little quick thing about it.
I'm a video.
And I was
guy,
like, you know
too.
what? I should bring that up during the podcast. It's interesting. And then I was like, I'll forget all of it.
Yeah, most likely.
Which is funny because I remembered more about that than the gaydar, which I actually spent hours researching.
You didn't grab me one?
Yeah, it's down there.
Oh, look at you all sneaky.
Yeah, I didn't.
Thanks,
I see you guys sneaking shit on here. all the
Yeah, we're
time.
trying
All
not to have labels.
Until we get sponsored.
I'm just gonna run a quick list since we're at the top of the hour of things we could have been covering. We did.
We're gonna go over the list of conspiracy theories. Is
No,
it?
no,
a
it's
million of them out there.
No, it's just the end of the show recap kind of stuff.
No,
Oh, we got one more we got to talk about.
Oh,
But go over those.
No,
No, go over those. We're going to end it with that.
no.
I was
Fuck
gonna
it. Let's
with
go home.
this.
hey, you should drink out of this, Will. Look at that thing.
Yeah, that
You wanna see
that'll
something you can
hold
drink
liquid
out of?
very well.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's like a python, but smaller by a lot.
I believe
And in my pants.
many people believe that we're living.
I got
In a
swamped.
simulation.
So bad
Simulation.
right now.
I like the
So
I
hot.
like the simulation thing because
It-
of the moon.
Well, it's so real you can't disprove it.
Right. But
That's the problem.
sometimes there's a glitch.
Dude,
in the
if we're
matrix.
living in a simulation, fuck the guy running it.
He's a real dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't got to be so mean to me. What did I do to him?
But like you say, sometimes there's a glitch in the simulation. We call that the Mandela effect.
Right.
Or
Things
deja
that-
vu.
Or deja vu.
Deja
Yep.
vu is a big one.
Dude,
yeah.
deja vu. Every time you're just like,
What?
what? I could have swore I did this already.
Yep.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
something happens that shouldn't have happened at all.
You ever dream something and it goes away and you're like, Then all of a sudden you start living it. You're like, oh my
Yep.
God, I know how this ends. And then it goes in a complete different direction. You're like,
I'm just hoping I don't fall off a very, very, very tall cliff anytime soon.
I hope I
Because
do.
I had a dream like that the other night.
I hope I do. I've been wishing for that. And then all of a sudden I wake up, I'm like, shit, it's just a dream.
Well then, hope your wife's not watching.
No, I love her. I love the kids. Just sometimes I want to swan dive off a very tall cliff.
All right. Actually, one night, literally, I had a dream that I was eating pizza and I burned the shit out of my mouth. And that day, I burned the shit out of my mouth eating pizza.
I was gonna say where this is a story going because like
Yeah.
I was like,
I
oh,
didn't-
cool dream.
I didn't think about it. I had a dream like,
Real
what?
good
That sucked,
ending.
you know, I burnt my mouth. Or I'll dream of someone and that I haven't seen in a very long time and I'll see him that day.
That was such a good story. You should tell it again.
It wasn't a story. I was just stating a fact.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh boy, here we are.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
We got Greybush Campbell Soup in the chat.
He did it. He's back.
Yeah, they said they'll let anyone run a channel nowadays, huh?
They sure
Apparently
will.
so. Yeah, I never would have thought that us three idiots. Well, idiot number 3 is away right now, and our friend Kubal.
Hey, I'm back.
What are we doing? Because we don't have. I mean, I can't talk right now. We have no idea what we're doing.
It's actually funny because Kobo was kind of like one of the
Kobo.
original in this group of fun,
I had to go
but
get
he
a
moved away. So
had to
he
go
wasn't
get a
allowed to
big
be
boy
regular
job.
on
Yeah,
the show.
yeah. He moved to like 5 different states in the past 4 years, and we never see him.
Christ.
Yeah, he used to have super long hair.
Yeah, it was
You
cool.
should have seen him. Yeah, he looked
Oh,
like
yeah.
Kid Rock.
Back then.
He looked
He
like
looked
Kid
like
Rock.
the Wish version,
The Wish
Yeah,
version. of Kid Rock,
Wish.com
yeah.
version of Kid Rock.
Yeah, just a little bit shorter, a little bit fatter. you know.
Yeah, a little bit uglier, a little more meth.
I'm kind of going mad.
Greybush says Kubal was the only one not from Canada. LOL. He calls us Canadians. We can't get away from it. No,
It's
he's been
funny
away for
'cause
so long.
Everywhere I go, they're like, "Where are you from? Are you from Canada?" I'm
Anytime
like,
I go down to Minneapolis, they Canada, I say go fuck yourself.
yeah,
No shit.
yeah, don't you know? Yeah.
Oh
over
yeah, don't you know?
yonder.
Oh yeah.
Well,
go
we've
up to the
talked
beer
about this
garden.
before.
Yeah.
Like when I'm talking, I do not hear my
Right.
accent at all.
Right.
But then all of a sudden, if I'm editing a video or something like that, I'm like,
You edit videos, yeah, right.
oh, I did
You-
one.
you don't have
Still
time.
waiting for an intro. But anyway, watch the video.
Oh yeah,
I'm
we're gonna
like,
have to get a hold of Nerd Slap on
yeah,
that.
no
We
shit.
talked about it, but I was like 2:00 in the
I
morning.
know. But I was excited about it. I'm like, he's gonna do way better than I'm gonna do. Anyway,
back to
Nerd
the
Slap,
con-
Back to the
there.
conversation.
I
I
will
watched the
eventually.
videos and I'm like, God damn it, I sound terrible.
I know. I was just telling one of my friends last night. I'm like, doing this podcast, and I fucking hate my voice.
Mhm.
I'm like, I sound like the biggest stoner in the world. I
I've
don't
gotten
smoke
used to
no
my voice.
weed. I don't know what it is, man.
I hate it just
It's
respectfully
a
now.
lifestyle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's whatever.
You
wanna
do give
call it.
off surfer boy stoner vibe.
I know, and I don't know why.
Fucking barrels out here, bro.
Yeah.
Getting pitted.
It was like, whoa, and I was like, whoa, and then I was like, whoa.
I remember when Colby used to text me and be like, hey, come to the bar. And he'd be at
Thanks, buddy.
the bar in the small town or whatever. We're not going to say names here. And I'm expecting it to be like him and a couple other people our age in our 20s. No, I'd show up and it was Colby talking to some 65-year-old guy when he's 21. I'm just like, he's like, yeah, he's really cool.
Yeah, these are
I'm
my
like,
friends.
These are my
Still like
friends.
that. It's still like
The 4 people that
Yeah,
are at the
the
dive bar every
4
Tuesday
people at the
afternoon.
dive bar. They're all over the age of 65. We're like, yeah,
Yeah.
these guys are cool.
It's funny. I had the
We're
same
gonna go shoot
experience
some
when I went to
pool.
visit him.
yeah, it seems like everybody does.
Yeah.
So how's that simulation going?
Yeah. So simulation theory. The fact that Kubal's even here is a simulation.
Yeah, it's all an
We willed it
illusion.
into existence. We asked him last week. He had no plans of coming, and all of a sudden he just showed up.
Yeah, here I am.
Yep. Greybush says, I tease, but I love you guys. And he says, lots of homo.
Oh,
Oh.
he got
All
hit with the
right.
gay bomb.
Well, I'll tell you what. That
Yeah,
got
I
me a
get
little
that gay
excited.
bomb.
We need the fruit test and the gay bomb.
Yeah,
Fruit test and the gay bomb. Yep. Boy, did you miss a lot? Camel soup. Him can't be a.
Oh,
you
he
fan.
did. I forgot. He wasn't here.
He
for all
wasn't
of
here.
it.
No, he
Oh
just
my
popped
God.
in. No, he just popped in. You missed a lot. Lots of Isaac. Yeah. Speaking of which, I hadn't seen him yet.
Too busy.
All right,
Too busy-
Gray Bush.
too busy being
In
gay.
your spare time, look up the gaydar.
the gay
It's a real
bomb.
thing.
Willie's really excited about that.
You got to look up Canada after it. It was in Canada. The gaydar from Canada, and then look up the gay bomb.
They went from making gaydars to killing their citizens, helping them with
Not
suicide,
killing.
helping them.
They
with-
went from making a gaydar to check if you were gay
helping
in
them with
Canada
sewer slide.
to the U.S. developing bombs to make people gay.
Yes.
mean-
yep. The United States Air Force wanted
Yep.
to make a
And both
gay
turned out to
bomb.
be true. So
So
Take a look.
again, not really
Conspiracy.
conspiracy. It's
No,
facts.
it happened.
Yeah.
Factual.
Yeah. So, anyways, we're living in a simulation because a year ago, Fruit Machine, he says, a year ago, I never would have thought I'd be doing this.
Right?
I had no intention.
I don't think that's like a simulation.
I had no
Yeah, it's
intention.
not a
All of a
simulation,
sudden,
though,
all of
yeah.
a sudden, it just like something glitched and it happened.
actually, you know what? I'm kind of on your side there because I've always wanted to be doing YouTube videos. I always thought it was interesting to try to edit videos and all that. And I was like, it'll never happen.
I had no interest in it because I was always just like, yeah, I like watching. I don't have time for that.
No, I always liked watching. That's what I'm saying. I always liked watching, and I thought it'd be cool to
Just do it.
do your own, have some
Right.
cool ideas, and then
Our cool idea was, hey, let's
thank God we waited till I was 33 to do it. I mean, we could have made a lot more interesting
Wow,
content
we
when I was
lost half our
younger.
viewers. They thought you were 12.
They thought I was 12.
Yeah.
I mean, look at you. Why don't you just take your hat
Well,
off?
yeah,
and
with
head down quick?
with my balding head, my missing tooth, and my sweet
It was a
ass
baby
mustache.
tooth. It
Yeah,
was a
he's
baby
got to be
tooth.
12.
I am
I
12.
want to see some. I want to see Willie with a gold tooth, like one big gold tooth.
It
right
costs
in the
way
front.
too much.
Right in the front. That would be so fucking
It
funny.
costs so much.
That would be so funny.
I
No.
should though.
I don't know.
That'll
Anyways,
really.
Simulation.
Bring out the
Simulation.
I
hillbilly.
think it would
50-50.
tie everything together.
It really
The
would.
whole-
It would fit my personality
His whole aura
so much.
is just screaming gold tooth to me.
yeah,
I
our
don't
great
know.
idea of making video content and live streams was, hey, let's just do what we do on Friday night, but with a camera in front of us.
Yeah, nothing wrong with
Drink
that.
beers and just talk about whatever.
Yeah,
And people still don't enjoy it.
No, they hate
No.
it.
Yeah.
But we thank you for watching.
So I mean, whatever. I mean, yeah. Thanks to the people that do stick around for some reason, can't figure it out.
I don't even know why I still stick around.
Yeah, no shit.
I thought about leaving a long time
Nobody
ago.
else knows how
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
read.
no one else knows how to set up a stream, and he tries every night and screws it up 6 times,
I will say this though.
It's pre set up. No, I can get it running easily.
and then it
It's-
doesn't start.
In this
doesn't
setup
start.
though, we don't get as mad at each other as normal.
I've just been holding it in after my
Yeah,
explosion.
like
Yeah.
off cam, it gets heated.
What was that? Tuesday night during our gaming stream,
Yeah.
I exploded on Willie because Andy and I were explaining what our stream times for the next couple live streams were.
I wasn't
Willie
paying attention
chimes in.
at all.
So we should probably tell everyone when our next stream is and what times they're at. Hey, I'm like, holy shit.
Bag, a big old bag.
Yeah,
I got the ADHD, so if I'm focused on something else,
I felt bad.
there's nothing in between.
I felt bad for about half a second after you got off, but
I
went
know
back
you
to being
texted me.
pissed. I know you didn't text me back. That was
I-
very
I- I- I
passive
was
aggressive
mad.
of you.
That's a
I was very
typical
being-
response.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I was just sleeping. I didn't feel like texting you back the next day.
All right. Well, here's some topics we could have been covering. Princess Diana is still alive.
No, she's not.
No.
Super
They-
dead.
they-
But however, the conspiracy of the queen killing her.
I believe that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So she faked
That
her death
one.
because the queen was gonna kill her, and then she's in hiding. Even not Prince Harry. Might have been Prince Harry.
William? Who's William?
I was gonna say I think it might have been Prince
William.
Harry or Prince William, but one of them said,
Oh, they
yeah.
were kids at the time.
Well, they were,
Yeah.
but they believe that she escaped and they're gonna come see him again.
Yeah, because I
So,
think she was next in line before
yes.
what's his
But
name?
obviously
Charles.
she was like pushing the whole like give money to poor people and like, hey, we gotta support them and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, not about that. 9/11, obviously inside job.
Yeah, we all know that.
Moon landing was fake.
That's not even a conspiracy.
Flat Earth.
Oh,
Any
Dude, the
flat Earth.
flat
That's
earth,
the
it's
worst
oh
one.
my god.
I don't understand
every
how people can
every
believe
single
in that.
plane, if you look at the
Every-
plane, is it going straight up? No.
Yeah. Every time they do a test, they prove themselves wrong,
Right.
and they still continue. I just heard an argument the other day on TikTok. Some girl's like, oh, so if you fly a helicopter straight up and sit there and hover, and then you come back and land after 30 minutes, you land in the same spot you started. So how is the earth round and rotating? I'm like, because you're in the same atmosphere.
Right.
Yeah.
You are
The same
rotating with the
gravitational
earth because you
force.
are in the earth's atmosphere.
How far
They're
do you
so dumb.
how far do you have to go up before it would like if you were to do something like that? If you were to go straight up,
You'd
I
have
don't-
to you'd have
be
to
in
break the
space.
Earth's
You'd be
orbit,
in
which
space, yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to
is-
be in space.
Yeah, I mean the moon is in Earth's orbit.
right.
So
Past
and
the moon?
that's a long flipping ways away.
Right.
I was just gonna say a number, but I couldn't remember exactly what it was.
Yeah.
3, at least 3.
177,000,
At
something like
least
that.
3.
Well, also like the
177,000
Earth is
miles.
flat. You can fly from Hawaii to Japan,
Yeah.
and you never. It's not like you go on this backside of a coin. You're like, oh, there's a lot of dirt over there, and then you end up in fucking Japan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
do.
so stupid.
Sorry, 252,088 miles. Allegedly, the moon is from Earth.
So at least 3.
It's not that far.
No.
If you think about it.
Aliens, obviously aliens, Area 51.
Aliens have been living amongst us.
They
We are
are
the aliens.
100% real, and they are on this planet.
We
No,
are. the
they're
aliens.
not.
They're in the
Aliens
ocean.
are real. They're not on this planet.
They're in this.
We
ocean.
are the aliens.
That's
Well, technically,
Give a
That's
shout out to
another
the
one.
channel,
Listen
not
here.
aliens.
That's
They call
another
you
one.
aliens
Friends of
if
mine.
your dick is weird looking.
What? Why did you? What? I'm not even. Nope. Not touching that one. With the 10-foot pole. Nope.
So I've heard.
He got hit with the gay bomb.
Yeah, Willie got smoked with a gay bomb today. Apparently,
I said it was weird, not
Grey
nice.
Bush says it
It's a
was just
headshot.
Prince from the.
really got hit with a
Yeah.
headshot with the gay bomb.
Straight to
Oh,
the
here we go.
dome.
Cornboy hopped in with a couple. The vid was made by a coalition of the Chinese, the Democrats, the media, and Big Pharma to take down Trump. I fully believe in that 100% because they were doing nothing but everything they could in their power to say that he's the reason people were getting sick and dying. No, people are getting sick and dying because most of them had pre-existing issues, including stage 4 cancer, where a fucking cough would have taken you out.
Everything,
Yeah.
everything was considered COVID at that time.
Exactly.
Yeah, you
Died in a
couldn't-
car crash, cause of death.
COVID-19. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were skewing the numbers.
He was
hard.
beheaded. Yeah,
It's
it's
like
like
you-
serious. As
Not
serious.
not to say that COVID wasn't like a serious.
Right.
thing.
It was a thing.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
just saying they were skewing
you are.
numbers though to make
Grey
it
Bush.
seem worse
Right.
than it was.
Right.
But yeah, people were definitely dying from
Right.
COVID. But yeah, pre-existing conditions. Most healthy people didn't have an issue with it.
I allegedly
I say
had
most.
it. I allegedly had it. I tested because I felt like shit for a day. Went in and got tested. 5 days later, they sent my results back saying, "Oh no, you don't have it." I'm like, oh, so I could have been working. I could have been doing everything, but because it took so long to get back to me, it's a rapid
man.
test.
Let's see here. Bigfoot is blurry in real life.
Ooh.
Okay, the Bigfoot
So that's
thing.
why that's why you can't get a good picture of him because he's just naturally blurry.
I don't know
I
if
like
I believe
that.
in Bigfoot or
I
not.
like that.
I believe in Bigfoot.
I think it's definitely possible. But here's my thing about it. Why is it that it's 2025? Why
'Cause
is
he's
every
blurry.
still video coming out like a shot on a Nokia from from two?
Because they're
2001.
terrifying.
He's
Can you
naked.
Have you
imagine
not
seeing
seen the
that?
No,
video
the
of
video quality. I'm not
Have
talking
you
about
not
like
seen
shakiness.
Bigfoot's vlog videos? He is absolutely real.
Oh, I've been seeing those. I've been watching those. Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
he even met up with Yeti.
but I just watched one. They're like, oh, we got definitive evidence of Bigfoot. We just shot this new video, and it's grainier than shit.
You know
Looks
why?
like it came off a
because he
security
is
camera.
naturally blurry.
Yeah.
That's his natural.
But why are all the trees and shit blurry too? It literally
It's
looks
him.
like it was shot off the
It's him.
original Nokia.
Maybe they zoomed in very, very far.
I don't know. I'm
And
just
you know,
saying,
you
in this day and age,
you're
with
zoomed
all
in
these
that
smartphones,
far.
you're telling me we can't get one good video.
If I seen Bigfoot out in the wild, if I seen some 8-foot tall fucking creature running at me, I would be terrified.
I would not pull
I
my
wouldn't
phone.
have
Well,
my-
no, hey, look
I
at
wouldn't
that.
have my tripod set up looking
I'm
at
not
this
talking
thing.
about
Like,
the
If I had a,
But the
if I had
video
a firearm,
quality, that's
I'd
what I'm
be
saying.
unloading on him.
It's
And
not
then
like
I'd run.
it's
Well-
not like because you're scared.
Willie, you're getting excited.
Hold
Yeah.
on. I'm just saying, it's not
Sun-
like because
Sun
you're
going on, big
scared,
guy.
your video quality drops.
well, I have an Android.
Just
So
like
anytime
live
I take a
stream.
video and send it to somebody, it
Willie,
looks like shit.
That's
It's
only
a-
if you send it to an iPhone.
Well, it's a 12-foot monster of a person.
8 foot.
You can be 80 feet away and you're gonna see something that massive moving. You're gonna be like, oh shit. And you're
But
gonna be like,
again,
That's the last thing I'm going to do is try to record
again,
that.
you're gonna say, "Oh shit," and if you're recording it or whatever, what I'm saying is, just because you're scared and you're running doesn't mean that your iPhone 12 Plus all of a sudden turns into a 2-megapixel camera.
It
You ever
sure
tried
does
to
when
take a
you- when
video
you're-
while
you're
running in
shaking.
panic?
Shaking's fine. I understand shaking, but I'm watching still videos, and it looks like a 3-megapixel video. It
Campbell
looks like
Soup says
a
it's called
security
Bigfoot.
camera from 1992 shot the video.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
funny. Oh, you can read that.
I'm 100% behind the.
It's called Bigfoot because he's compensating for, well, you know,
well, he's got big socks.
Yeah.
You can't afford socks. That's why he's so angry.
big feet,
You know-
big meat.
Yeah, you know, a big
Yeah, I was
feet
gonna say, you know what big feet mean? Big shoes.
mean- big shoes. Yeah.
You know what a big nose means? Yeah, means he's a clown.
We also got the Mountain Dew flavors and the natural events.
That's
remember you told me
crazy.
Oh, I have seen
Actually,
that
actually,
one.
Your mom
I
sent
have
me
seen
that one. Your
Yeah.
mom sent me that one.
That one's
She
crazy.
said something to talk about on your channel, and here we are.
Is that what you
There we
and
go,
Bubbles want
Lori.
to talk about?
There we
Me and
go.
her don't talk.
She's probably watching right now.
I don't think she is.
No,
No
Hi-
way.
she
Hi,
got better
Mom.
things to
Did
do.
you send her the link? Because I didn't.
Hi, Mom. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Lori, if you're watching, I love you.
All right, that's
No,
enough.
wow.
Never mind.
Let's see. Courtney Love killed Kurt Cobain.
Yo,
yes.
that's a good one.
I
That's
never
I
heard
came with
that
that theory
one.
on
I
my own.
never
It turns
heard
out it
that
was
one.
that's you got to look into that one. That might be true.
See, what's funny is I never looked into it because I just came up with that on my own one day, and it turns out there was actually people out there that had that theory.
Oh yeah,
Oh, shit.
there's
Yeah,
a.
yep.
I'm not saying
Courtney
I haven't
Love
looked
and
into it
Dave Grohl.
enough to like go either way, but there is enough
I mean, it
No.
makes sense.
to support that she might have done.
It makes sense because Nirvana, what I assume was the biggest grunge band at the time in the 90s, right?
Right.
Mhm.
Biggest grunge band.
He didn't
If
want
of all
to.
time.
Kurt
Yeah,
Cobain
just
did
like
not
that.
want it to be big. That's was the whole
No,
point.
he
of
was
the
definitely an
band.
introvert.
Well, anti, consumerism, capitalism.
Yeah.
kinda like-
So they stayed
Very-
small. Music started hitting big. He didn't want that, and then all of a sudden he died, and they just went huge. Same with
No,
Dave Grohl.
Well, Dave Grohl, if you think about it, Foo Fighters wouldn't be a thing,
Yeah.
and Dave Grohl wouldn't be almost a household name if Kurt Cobain didn't die.
I can't stand the Foo
Well,
Fighters.
I was gonna say,
I hate the Foo Fighters. With
They got a couple
passion.
good ones.
With a passion.
I used to
and-
like them.
them
Until,
and you too. Remember when they
dude,
came out?
U2,
I hate.
anytime
U2.
YouTube comes on the radio at work, I change the channel,
Yeah.
I can't
and then
think
the
of
next
like,
station has U2, and I change it back.
You remember what?
I can't think
so
of one good YouTube.
I stop what I'm doing and I walk over to the radio, and everyone's like, "What are you doing?" He said, "U2's playing."
The last time I had
Then I
an
get yelled at by my
iPhone
dad.
was when YouTube put that album on
2015.
everybody's phone.
2015, because I got it too.
My God! And it
Was that the
drove
No,
me
Vertigo?
nuts.
2016.
Was that Vertigo?
No, I can't remember. What
No, it was before.
Yeah, please go. Oh my
What?
God, I
When
hate that
U2
song.
automatically downloaded. the
Oh,
new
that
album.
was.
It was either 14 or
I
15.
would say probably 2014.
Yeah, I can't remember. If I-
He is the world's biggest shit.
36 kicks.
Yep. 80 tricks.
Campbell Soup says F star CK sirs. You will not hate U2, the second best Irish band ever.
oh my God!
I didn't know I don't know what word has that many stars with the F and CK at the end, but no, U2 sucks.
Furiosa.
And I think
Grey Bush,
in my
we're gonna have a
opinion,
fight. U2 is not
Yeah.
good.
the best Irish band in my
It's
opinion
gonna be on
is
site.
Gaelic Thunder.
It's gonna be on site.
I like Flogging Molly and
Flogging Molly, Dropkick
Gaelic-
Murphys.
Gaelic Thunder is
Dropkick
like
Murphys,
the,
Patty Hats.
Yeah, to rate them second over Dropkick Murphys, Flogging Molly.
Thunder
You're
is
wrong.
like the folk
Oh.
flutes and stuff like that. You know, on
That's pretty much
Titanic when they're
everyone, yeah.
underneath, that was them. When they're underneath dancing and stuff with all the Irish, that was them.
Ailstorm.
I
What
don't
about
think
Ailstorm?
Are they Irish? I don't think
I'm
they're
pretty
Irish.
sure Ailstorm's Irish.
Bewitched is
Let's
the first best Irish band, says Amanda. Let's see, Cornboy says the Pogues.
Okay, you guys are listening. I
And
don't. pay
Campbell
that
Soup
much
says
attention.
Celtic Woman is number 1 and Dropkick is 3rd. LOL.
All right, at least Dropkick made the list. But
But
what
it
about
shouldn't be
Flogging
behind
Molly?
U2.
Where's Flogging Molly?
It shouldn't be behind you two though. Not a chance.
I suppose though, Flogging Molly's only got a couple good ones. Dropkick's got more than Flogging Molly.
But still, I mean,
Yeah,
over you two.
over U2, yeah.
Gaelic Storm.
Bono want
Like
the
them,
biddy.
like them Gaelic bands.
Let's see. Marilyn Monroe was killed by the CIA.
Flogging Molly.
That
is
kind
like
of ties
sick.
into the whole JFK.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
So obviously they were having an alleged affair, and
It wasn't
they couldn't get
alleged. It wasn't alleged. Did you see how she's saying "Happy
Alleged.
Birthday, Mr. President"?
Allegedly.
Did you see? Yeah, yeah. And then Jackie's like, "Mm-mm."
Girlfriend.
Can you imagine if she was doing a Sydney Sweeney thing, selling her bathwater?
Oh, dude, she would tell it.
He would have been burned at the stake.
She was the biggest. No,
She would have
no,
been burned at the
I don't
stake.
think so. I think a lot of guys would have bought it. She was so big that nobody gave a shit what she did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, she slept with the president.
Allegedly.
Give a shit.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Okay, allegedly. But the point is, she slept with the president. And like, hey Jackie, how you doing? Well, score for your
I'm
husband.
having a very good day today, Jackie. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
We got
Hey, good for you. Your husband slept. with the
Hold on.
biggest
Campbell
star of
Soup
all
says
time.
y'all didn't grow up in the 80s. 80s U2 was amazing. Maybe not late 90s and 2000s U2. LOL. Well,
Okay.
Listen, here,
I understand.
I've tried to go back they still sucked.
You know, something that people do in the present can tarnish their legacy. Just saying.
Like who?
You two.
And
Most things
Arnold
I
for
do
a little
tarnish
bit.
my
Just
legacy.
you
I'm
two.
just
Arnold
gonna say that.
Schwarzenegger for a little bit, but he
Yeah.
had a redemption arc lately. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, I
No.
did.
Arnold Schwarzenegger on The
Yeah.
View.
Yeah.
They're like,
Wow.
so what's your thoughts on these anti-ice raids against immigrant and stuff like that?
Politics.
And he's like, honestly, I am so proud to be an American. I'm an immigrant, and I did everything I could to become an American. I'm so proud. This is the greatest country on earth. And Whoopi Goldberg's like, cut, you know. And they're always like, what do we do?
that might
Well, no, they were so
Oh,
happy
no,
with his answers. Like,
yeah.
oh,
Oh,
that was the
yeah.
answer. And then as soon as he said the
Yep.
legal way, they're like, nope.
that might have been the best Schwarzenegger
Ah,
I've ever heard in my life.
That's the noise Jeff makes when he's going
Don't
down on
do it.
guys.
My favorite scene with Arnold Schwarzenegger is in Conan the Barbarian when he's falling down in the cave. He's
And Willie would know
and
exactly
it's
how
like 12
it sounds.
seconds long.
Well, me and Jeff had spent some time together.
Oh, hold on. We got the Nerd Files in chat. How's it going,
yeah.
Nerd Slap? He says, "Hail, fellow conspiracy theorists. How's it going, brother?"
Hey,
He put
How's
a
it
bunch
going?
of
I
alien
threw my hat
emojis.
away. I'm sorry.
And he also says Arnie was based as on The View.
Yep.
Yep. And Campbell Soup says Celine Dion is the best singer from Michigan. How do you like it?
Kid Rock.
Canadian Kid Rock.
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock.
Eminem's another one that
But
tarnishes
he's-
legacy.
I don't think he's a singer.
He's a rapper.
Is Kid Rock a singer?
Well, he sings,
Yeah,
he
he's a
raps. I don't know, but Celine Dion is arguably better.
Probably the most expensive
Who
person
is,
to get as a singer in a Deadpool movie.
God, I'm trying to think of that band. It's like the three brothers and one other guy. Oh, they're very
The Allman
hip,
Brothers?
very- no, I'll think of it later. But talk
I'm
about-
not a fan of Celine
Oh,
Dion. to be
hold
honest
on.
with
We're
you, but-
retarded. Selena's Canadian.
I
Forgot
said
about
Celine.
that.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say no. They made fun of her on South Park. How do we miss that?
Ryan
Yes,
Reynolds
they
literally
did.
had him in-
Celine Dion
had her
was
in Deadpool because
Remember, they took the goat, and they said this was Celine
that's
Dion.
Jeff's gaydar noise. Yeah,
Yeah.
it goes
Yeah.
up quite often with this guy
Yeah.
next to me.
We got Walt Disney Frozen.
Oh, it's Frozen Head.
Well, he's
No,
entirely
his whole
frozen.
body was
Entirely
frozen.
frozen.
Yeah.
Entirely
Oh,
frozen.
he's not President Nixon of the world like in Futurama.
Yeah, they have Walt Disney frozen until
Hold on, I can't see that one from Amanda. Oh, it says Stevie Wonder.
Technically, there was a theory that Stevie Wonder could see.
I think I
just
have
like-
actually
yeah,
seen that.
Just like I don't think that I was about to say Anne Frank.
Oh my god.
No, the other one, the blind deaf chick.
Oh,
Helen Keller.
Helen Keller wrote a book. Yeah, right. We got Just JK's back in. Oh, he didn't leave. Oh, Stevie Wonder's from Michigan. Okay.
Really?
All right, we're gonna have to research this because we got contradicting. stories
Allegedly.
here.
I don't know if I trust it though. 'cause the last person-
Allegedly.
we really fell for that one.
I Prevails, Michigan.
Mhm.
White Stripes.
I prevail. Oh, ooh, Jack
Yep.
White.
Yeah.
We came as Romans. They're from Michigan.
I'm just looking. Try.
You know who else is
quick.
from Michigan? Us.
Greta
oh,
Van.
wait,
Greta
Black
Van
Dahlia-
Fleet.
Greta
We got
Van Fleet,
way
that's
more
right.
talent
Yeah, I think
over
we're
here.
brothers.
We're from the youth.
Greta Van
though.
Fleet. Yeah, they're from Michigan. Rock band from Michigan.
Black Dahlia Murder.
Oh, really? Black
Yep.
Dahlia's from here?
I was gonna say
Oh,
not much.
Oh,
not
shit,
much
I didn't know
I didn't know
that.
that either. Yeah.
What's
There's
that?
Black Dahlia Murder.
one of my
don't know that
favorite rap dudes, like a SoundCloud rapper, and
oh,
I'm
SoundCloud rapper.
and
okay.
I'm admitting
He's
this
big.
to everybody.
Cobble's
But,
buying the tapes at the mall.
but Bones, he's from Michigan too, from Lower Michigan.
Is it with a Bones with a Z?
He actually made a music video, and it was out on he made it in Escanaba.
Really?
Yep, riding around on 4-wheelers and shit.
That's pretty
It's
cool.
pretty cool.
It's BONERZ.
Google.
Oh, Ted Nugent. Forgot about Ted Nugent.
Yeah, the Nuge.
The Nuge.
Yeah, Alice
He
Cooper.
actually,
Yeah, he's supposed to have a handicap in the UP, doesn't he?
yeah, he stopped at
He
my
does.
grandma's bar.
My dad was drinking with him one night when he was younger.
Yep.
And he's telling stories about how he took his pistol when he was hunting out west, and there was a vulture flying around. He said he shot it, one shot, and took it down. My dad's like, "Who's this fucking guy? He's so full of shit." And he said his cousin with him, like freaking out, like, "Oh my god, tell us these stories." And they left. My dad's like, "What's the big deal? Like, why are you drooling?" He's like, "That's Ted Nugent." My dad's like, "That was Ted Nugent?" He's like, "Yeah." You mean like cat scratch? Yeah. Oh,
I
seems
know.
like a douchebag.
I know my grandpa was talking.
Oh,
about it.
ICP. That's right.
ICP.
Oh,
yep.
ICP. Oh, okay. ICP beat Celine Dion.
Well,
She's not from Michigan.
It doesn't matter. ICP still beats Celine Dion.
that explains all the Faggo.
Yeah,
pop.
Uncle Cracker.
I'm like every time I'm like Faggo. Yeah.
Uncle Cracker.
Uncle
Nobody gives a
Cracker.
shit about Uncle
How
Cracker.
Dare you?
Yeah, what is wrong with you, Willie?
A lot.
Get
Where do you wanna
cultured.
start?
Hold on.
Shut up, bitch!
Dude, you gotta stop playing that. Every time we play that, I'm drinking my beer. It's gonna come out my nose one of these times.
Let's see here. Uncle Cracker. Campbell Stoop says that's racist.
Yeah, I'm offended.
Nerd Files adds another medal to my chest. Lizzo, come on.
Oh.
Nah,
She's from
she's-
Michigan?
I hope not.
No fucking way.
You know who else is from
Are you
Minnesota?
buying well?
Prince. Yeah, I'd take one. I'd have a beer.
No, I said, are you buying?
I'd have a beer. Lizzo. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
That's the point.
Well, we don't have Lizzo, but we have Izzo, one of the greatest college basketball coaches of all time. He's from Iron Mountain River Mountain.
Iron Mountain.
you say yes?
Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
Speaking of basketball,
Oh, boy.
WNBA. Did we watch Sophie, whatever her last name is, Caitlin Clark's
Oh yeah, the one that got booted for
enforcer?
defending her.
Yeah. After dude,
It's true. Lizzo's from Detroit. So
What?
hey, Jamie, pull it up.
Yeah. Pull it up.
Hey, Jeff,
You're
pull
on
it
your
up.
phone, so you can
Well,
pull it
I'll
up.
look it up. But I
did she
got
fucking eat
Alice
Detroit?
Cooper.
Yep,
She
yep, we
moved
already
away
got
and
that
took
one.
the thumb
Okay.
with her.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
shit.
we got Ted Nugent, Iggy Pop, Alice Cooper. Does Steven Seagal? No.
Lizzo left, and that's why Michigan's population
but
went down
we do
by
have,
half.
Oh, so Lizzo was born in Detroit, moved to Houston.
At what age?
And
Okay.
it just said she was born there. She moved to Houston at age 10.
Okay, damn it, she counts as a Michigander.
And then after college, she moved to Minneapolis. So,
Interesting.
Boy, she went from one shitty city to another.
yep.
Yeah, Lizzo and Eminem from Detroit. Yeah. What's his name that played Harry Dunn in Dumb and Dumber? Jeffrey.
God damn it, Jeff. Oh, this can bug me now.
I know. It'll come to me. He's from Cheyenne, Michigan.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of roles. He played a lot of serious roles before.
Oh
Dumb
yeah,
and
he
Dumber.
was in
They actually thought that he wasn't going to work
Jeff
out. in Dumb
Daniels.
and Dumber.
Jeff
Yeah,
Daniels.
Jeff Daniels.
Yep.
Are they all from Lower Michigan?
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
literally
nobody
like
comes
10,
out of the
10
UP.
people of noteworthy from the UP.
And they went to Canadian NFL. So,
No,
Because
that
we're
was-
all
that was from our
cool.
hometown. No, there's actually, I think there's that kid from Iron Mountain that plays for the NFL,
no, he retired or he got injured and he's
Was
out
that-
now. He was from UNC.
but he still played.
He
Yeah,
did.
from Ewan. That's where it was.
And he
Ewan.
played for the Colts for like.
But the fact that he
half
still got
season.
in.
Yeah.
Austin Ramesh, he wasn't from here, but we played him in football.
Yeah, he was from
Austin
Eagle River.
Ramesh, he went to University of Wisconsin. Then I think he went to the Packers for a bit.
Yeah,
we
he
have a
put-
famous
he put me
snowmobiler,
in the
but nobody
hospital.
fucking watches snowmobiling.
Yeah,
anyway, too,
Snowcross.
so
We have Kyle Pauline.
He put me in the hospital twice.
He's actually
Dude,
from
he
our
rung your
area.
bell.
He was a monster.
Yeah, Austin
That
Ramesh.
kid
He
was
bent
huge.
Caleb over too. Remember that?
Oh,
to a-
What the hell are we talking about?
Yeah.
Football.
the gay
No,
bomb.
Caleb caught the ball and
Yeah,
he
the
hit
gay
him, and he
bomb.
literally went like face to toes, just bent him over. He was a good football player.
Coble went back for more.
Yeah, Cole went back for more. No, I remember that game because you're sitting on the sideline. Coach comes up and you're like, Coach, should we beat Hancock yet? And we're playing Eagle River. Like, all right, where's your mother?
Oh my god, that's like when we were playing.
You did.
Who the hell were we playing?
We have Bruce Campbell.
It was a Saturday game.
Ash
I was
Williams
at,
from Evil Dead.
I was
Nice.
at- I got
we
a
also
concussion.
have,
I was at Burger King. Thought I was at
The
McDonald's.
director
trying
of
to
those
order
movies in
quarter
Spider Man.
pounder.
Yes, good choice.
Reel it in, Will. Reel it in.
Yeah, I'm talking right now. What the hell is his name? Sam Raimi. We have Sam Raimi.
Yep.
Yep, he's from Michigan.
So anyway, as I was saying, I got like 2 more
Okay.
conspiracy theories before we went on this tangent because we were supposed to be, done an hour ago.
38 minutes and 50 seconds. But we
Yeah.
have more viewers right now than we had the entire video, and people are enjoying it and interacting in the chat. So I want to. You guys want to be?
Yeah, I got other places to be. I got
Nobody likes
Hey, if
us.
you need to
I
go,
got
go
shit to
ahead.
do.
Those
Like,
are
metal detectors
pity
in the
views.
truck. Just grab it if you want.
So I got obviously Hitler didn't die at World War II.
Nope.
Okay,
He-
nope. That's disproven. Just watched it. The
What
whole
do you
thing
mean?
about that the other
Disproving
day.
what?
Oh, really? Who disproved it? The US
So now
government?
the Russians went in, cleared the bunker, said they found Hitler's body. And then there was that huge conspiracy because they wouldn't release the skull fragments or anything like that. So there's that huge conspiracy through the Cold War because they whatever.
Okay.
They finally released the jaw fragment from Hitler, and it was verified by all the dental records and everything to be Hitler's plus cyanide residue in the teeth.
So they had dental records of Hitler in the 40s?
Yes, they do.
Last I heard, it
All the
was
fake
still
teeth
a female
match.
skull. So
Last I
Well, that
heard-
was the thing. That Russian woman brought that up, saying that it was probably a female skull. But yes, they did keep dental records, and all of it matched the records from Adolf Hitler.
I don't believe that. I believe he's definitely survived
I
to
think,
Argentina.
yep, nope, he died of old age in Argentina.
Yep. He was
Because
there.
also there was a conspiracy theory about his one of his right hand men that was a body double went to
Well, that would make sense. He had
jail
body
through the G. Everybody's like, no, that's just a body double. The real one escaped. Then he passed away. Years later, they finally did DNA testing on one of his surviving ancestors, pretty much.
Well, he didn't have
And
kids
then
or
it was
anything,
in
so
a-
it'd be like
not Hitler. I'm talking about his right hand man.
No, he
now.
did
Well,
in Argentina.
And then
well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Hitler
yeah.
did. Yeah, eventually.
No,
but
Hitler-
not in
Quit
Germany.
saying, guys, you can't say that word too many times, I don't think.
yeah, no shit. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Next topic.
Just don't put
Nope.
"I love" in front of that name.
Well, I mean, you could
Someone's going to definitely make a video now.
we could play the Kanye song.
Wait, hold on.
Oh God,
I forgot I had that.
this screen's gonna go black here in seconds.
No,
And my
I-
last one was Bin Laden still alive.
well, he was a CIA asset.
That's what I'm saying.
And
Yeah,
we
he was-
literally armed him to
That whole
overthrow
thing,
the regime.
CIA funded the jets and everything that they used, the whole Air Force. over there.
Everything in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Yeah, on top of
You just, just like that meme with the missiles going in the air, and then the counter missile says my tax dollars, and then the other ones go off. It's like somehow also my tax dollars.
Yeah.
That's literally what's happening right now in the Middle East with Iran and the other.
Israel.
Yeah, I don't
Did
know.
you guys
I
hear
don't know what we
about
can
the
say. So
CIA being involved in modern art?
Yeah, that's.
And why modern art is popular is because of
Because
the
they're-
CIA.
trying
I don't
to-
think modern art's popular at all. I think it's stupid.
No, it is stupid, but it was.
It is
Is that
popular.
like the-
Like Pollock, or
They're
whatever.
trying to bankrupt Russia.
They were trying to beat them in the social race, like to think that we are better than them by having.
Well, we did
this
that
over
with the
them.
space race.
Again,
Well,
Yeah,
there
to
was a
the moon.
space race,
And
and
that-
there's
Which
the
is
Olympics.
also another conspiracy.
And all
theory
that
that the
shit.
moon
So we
landing was
couldn't
fake.
beat them in classical music, so we brought jazz, art. They had
Tchaikovsky.
great artists that could do realistic pictures. So they're like, "What can we do? We're gonna take modern art that nobody likes. We're gonna make it so popular because they have no modern artists over there that it just sells." So they pumped a bunch of money into modern art. Even artists at the time said, "This is stupid. We hate it." And then the government was, it was so bad.
Looks like a Miller.
Really?
Same thing happened to me, but I was quick
Yeah.
on the draw.
So the government
Quick to.
was essentially trying to pump money into modern art to make it popular, but people hated it so much, even artists hated it so much, like actual artists, that it didn't take off. So what the government did was they pumped a bunch of money into rich people to buy modern art
Yeah.
to make it seem popular,
I'm gonna
publish it in magazines.
walk away for a minute.
Huge
and see
thing.
if he's
Willie.
still talking when I get back.
I know. We got it.
Is that not the point of this
Oh
episode?
my god. No, it's conspiracy, but fuck, make it quick. Make it not a
Make
fucking
it quick. There's no
30
such
minutes.
thing as a quick conspiracy theory.
Yeah, birds aren't real.
Yeah, let's just say, hey,
Long
birds aren't real.
winded.
All right, next subject. You guys learned a lot. Hey, fuck off. Are you? I like that you're looking at me through there, and it's kind of creepy. I know I don't like it. You got a weird boner.
I'll hold myself.
But yeah, so that's funny.
Yeah.
And then even Paul.
The modern
the-
art now is just it blows my mind, like a banana on the wall.
Yeah.
What the
But that's what it is. That's why
Are
why
you-
back then artists hated it, because they're like, we practiced this craft for so long. We
Right.
have all these techniques. We are so good at painting. And then you got Pollock. And he's
The
just like, I'm
invi-
just gonna throw a paint can around,
the invisible
and then we
you
got
got on
some
the
lines
screen
on a
still.
piece of paper. Mine's better.
the invisible painting.
Yeah.
Dude,
My
we went
brother-
from the Sistine Chapel to a banana stapled on a piece of paper.
Yeah, no fucking shit.
Yeah. That's what I'm
It's
saying.
unbelievable.
It
My
is.
girlfriend's or my brother's girlfriend was just telling me about that. She's like, "Did you hear about the banana on the wall?" I'm like, "I did hear about that." She's like, "What about the invisible painting?"
It's
I said, "There's a
hilarious.
fucking invisible painting on the wall."
Well, the other
That
thing is
means
like,
Well, art
I'm-
now, art now is used to launder money and tax write-offs.
I feel like it always
Or go to
was.
college. It's the same. It's the same degree as underwater basket weaving. Very high futures.
Oh, yeah.
Underwater basket weaving. Is
Yes.
that a thing?
yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
a professional
real
degree.
Yep. Oh,
But it's already been proven that modern art nowadays is used to basically big companies will spend. They'll pay a guy $25,000 to make some piece of shit art.
Yeah.
He just throws paint at a canvas. Then they have a paid appraiser come and say, "Hey, this is worth $2 million." So then they can use it as a tax write-off for $2 million.
Well, between
Save all that money on tax. It's already been proven to do that
Well, but-
because rich people that try to get into it, like, I think Daniel Radcliffe from Harry Potter tried to buy art and got denied.
yeah.
Something like that. It's
why
wild.
Oh, not Reddit.
I feel like that was the whole NFT deal was just
It's
laundering
What a
money.
scam,
It was
hey?
just laundering
Oh,
money.
absolutely.
All them
As soon as they said, "Oh, you can," it's a one-time thing. You buy it, it's yours forever. I'm like, I can copy and paste off the computer
Yep.
anytime I
right,
want.
right. Like what I learned that when I was in
Yeah.
8th grade. You can copy and fucking paste a picture.
How do you think I make my videos?
But
I
it's
don't own the
yours.
rights to
Trust
any of
us.
the
You
pictures.
bought it for
Right. It's-
$1,000.
It's insane. And people are paying that kind of money for that stuff.
Yeah, we're also.
Dude,
doing
I
that
don't
with
remember a
cryptocurrency, too.
thing that I learned in 8th grade.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of
Except that
degrees
dances
you
were
can
awkward.
get. Oh, I didn't share it. I was gonna share this earlier. I completely forgot about it.
What is it?
Degrees you can get
A pirate?
at MIT. You can get a pirate certification.
Dude, I'm going.
I don't
Kobo,
think
let's go. We're
can,
enrolling tomorrow.
I can 110% guarantee you would not.
So
be
if you
accepted.
pass your
To
test
MIT,
fully,
not
yeah.
a chance.
Willie, you are not getting there. You would. You're already blocked from.
dude,
even
I'm already
sending the
missing a
letter.
tooth. I've got bad eyes.
Willie,
I can be a
Willie,
fucking pirate.
Stop.
Oh, and I got a bad leg.
Yeah, you're already.
I can make it. I'm already halfway there.
That's the
Alright.
next
Hey,
episode.
Willie,
We're gonna cut
shut
Willie's
the hell
leg.
up.
off.
I
I'm gonna
should be
mute you.
teaching this class.
It should be teaching.
So at MIT, you can get a pirate certification. Since in the fall of 2011, it has become available. Students who have completed archery, fencing, pistol, air pistol, or rifle, and sailing should send an email to whatever. And then whatever.
Yeah, so they just get it's a certificate saying, yeah, you
Yep,
got
for
a pirate.
physical education and wellness and general institute requirement.
Do they have to rob somebody?
No, it just said the 4 classes.
I know,
Do you
but
not
they,
pay attention?
we're talking about real pirates here. So they don't got to rob anybody, but they're going to be a pirate.
No.
I just
Also, here's my joke from earlier. Instead of getting an A in that class, you get an R.
Yes.
Okay, for once I wasn't. You actually did a good job there. Congratulations. Good job, Wilhelm.
Just say it.
Old
That's funny.
toothless.
I know. It's funny.
Nerd file says sold. I'm on my way, mateys.
What is that? What does that say?
No, the pirate
That says
certification is
MIT.
only made available at MIT students as an incentive for undergrad students to complete physical education. The fact that you need a requirement to, or something to incentivize people to do like gym class.
But again, it's air rifle and pistol
Hold on, though.
Hell yeah.
Do you
Like,
get an
that's
actual
not like
physical degree?
physical degree. Sailing, I could see sailing.
No, but
yeah.
they have archery and stuff like that
There's
in
kid-
gym class. We had.
I've
we had in
always,
school.
I
I've
did.
always wanted to shoot a
We did.
cannon.
Michelle had his.
Oh, yeah.
It was.
But I'm saying, do you get a degree from this? Like, can you show up to a job interview and like, oh, I see you've got a bachelor's degree in piracy?
It's a,
It's a
certificate
certificate.
for entertainment purposes only,
Yeah.
and does not give the recipient license to engage in piracy or any pirate activities.
Oh, so you can't even use it. So you're just paying them
Yeah.
to do the same
No,
shit
it's,
that
it's
you were
incentive to finish your required physical education. program.
Okay. Can you imagine your girlfriend's pregnant?
Ahoy, mateys.
Your girlfriend's pregnant. You raise this kid for 18 years, and it tells
Willie doesn't
you
know what that word
I
means,
wanna
man.
go
That
to
certificate
MIT
is a very large word.
to
for
be
that.
a
to get
pirate.
a pirate certificate.
I need you to pay for college so I can get a pirate degree.
I saved up all this money for 18 years for you to go and be a pirate.
It's a required.
we wanted you to
general.
be a doctor. Well, I want to be a pirate.
Yeah.
No, it literally said that physical education was a required general.
Okay.
So that was their incentive to get people to actually participate and do it, because
Look at
people
them.
are fat and lazy nowadays, and even in high school, half the kids don't even do anything for gym class. They just sit there. They don't change shorts or anything like that. They literally are
It's
forced.
a good idea. I mean, I
Absolutely.
would fucking do it.
I would
Hell
get this
yeah.
degree. I'd love to show up to like a business job like everybody's wearing suits, and they're just like, "So you have a degree in
Piracy?
piracy?" And then you just like whip out your hat and iPad and be like,
Well,
Speaking
so
of pirates, give me
I looked it
"Hi,
up.
matey.
I looked it up.
I'm
the-
here to
Where's the
sell."
Fuck. So I looked it up, and the full cost of attendance for MIT from 2024 to 25 is $85,960.
to be a pirate.
Wait.
It's
At the end of the
MIT.
class, though, you steal it back,
So,
I can just see it.
like
I
a treasure
majored,
chest.
I majored in business and I got a minor in piracy.
don't unmute.
What I'm saying, do they take your 85 grand that you spent on the
Is Willie unmuted?
No, he's
Okay.
Colin knows me.
I was muting both.
Yeah.
Campbell Soup says, "I only drink rum. Does that make me a pirate?"
It does. If it's
Ahoy,
10 a.m.
matey! If it's MIT, they probably just assume you're a trained computer hacker. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he also says that will go with Jeff's other degree of being a butt pirate.
Oh, I just made that joke. All right, perfect. Way to go,
No, you
Greybush.
didn't, Willie. You did not make
Willie
that
did
joke.
not make a
I
joke.
just made the.
Nope.
No,
I
you
just made
didn't.
the- I
Good job,
just
Campbell
did.
Soup. You made the joke.
Play back the video. I said butt pirate.
I will after.
10
You'll see.
seconds
He
before.
sure will.
Oh, we got Mufasa hopping back in. She says, "Hail chat," even though she hopped in before the video started.
Way
and said
too late.
first, and then didn't say shit
and then disappeared.
until an hour and a
Well,
half.
obviously.
2 hours later. Yeah.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
Pirate degree.
Yep.
Absolutely. not.
So speaking of like degrees and stuff like that, I saw
Oh,
a
that's
story today.
good.
Never mind. Don't do it. I saw a story today
you
where
afraid of it?
this
You're gonna
kid
get at some point.
was delivering donuts to his dream job at the company he really wanted to work at. He's delivering donuts, and he put his what do you give to employers? I haven't done it in 10 years.
Give to
Resume.
employers?
Resume.
Okay.
He put his resume in the box of donuts because he knew that it wasn't going to get to the higher ups unless he actually
Oh.
physically gave them something. Yeah. He put it in a box of donuts. He's like, "I know you wouldn't get my resume, so here's my resume. Fill your tummy." Something like that.
That's a good idea.
Hell yeah, it worked out. I don't know if it worked out, I suppose.
I like hearing creative stories like that, you know?
What if I show up a couple of days early? That's called premature showing up. Wiggly, sorry I'm on vacation, was eating. That is not an excuse to miss drink up.
On vacation eating.
Yeah.
On
He's in Florida.
vacation.
Oh,
Oh, must be
is
nice.
the missus
Not mine.
there
That's
as
mine.
well?
I drink it. I need a new one.
No, taters.
working?
No, you got
Just another dirty Youpers misses.
Oh, they're both down there?
No, she just is with her
Oh,
family.
well, either way.
Yep. They're down in Florida during hurricane season
They see me
on the first day of summer
rolling.
when it's
What?
hot as fuck.
It's like Florida here.
Dude,
Yeah,
it was
go to
90
you go
today.
to Florida when it's winter here.
Look at that sunburn.
Yeah, show that sunburn off.
Look at that shit.
Yeah, look at that. Show them guns.
Oh, we want to talk about farmer stand.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I know, isn't that bad?
My pupils.
No,
like
Wiggly
blinding
says
them
it's
right
gorgeous
there.
down here. Hey, I'm glad you got had good weather. That's actually good because I was actually concerned that you were gonna have like
Herpes.
equator style heat and hurricanes. I know Mexico just got hit by a hurricane. That's all I got on that. Will he put that away? Says Amanda.
Put what away?
Florida is too hot right now. Well, I mean, if it's anything like it is here,
It's hot.
Unbearable.
yeah, we hit 90
It
today.
is so hot.
Or no, we hit 80.
It's 80 right now.
It was
80 right now,
86
and the sun is
earlier.
basically down. Yeah, on the news earlier it said it's right now temperature is 76. I said the hell it is.
Yeah.
No, when I checked my phone this morning, it's like, oh, a high of 77 today. And then all of a sudden I was at the T-ball game, standing in the sun, baking, and it was like 86 or something like that.
Hey, Nerd Slap, what you got down there for temperature wise?
Heat.
Down in the lower peninsula.
Oh, he's from the uncool part of Michigan.
He's a troll.
Yeah, he's a troll.
He should probably move.
He's a troll.
Nobody likes Lower Michigan.
Campbell Soups is almost 2 hours of streaming. That's the most attention Willie's given anything.
That's not
Even
wrong.
his kids don't get this much attention.
No shit.
The T-ball game went for an hour. He left after 20 minutes.
I was pissed it took so long. You can only watch toddlers run around for so long.
Let's see here. Campbell Soup says it's 92 in Georgia.
Oof.
Oh,
Wait, Nerds.
And
Nerd
it's
Slap
muggy
moved out of
down
Troll
there.
Town. Where the hell did you move to? Give the state, not the town.
Probably Ohio.
Ohio doesn't exist.
Or if you stayed in
another
Michigan,
conspiracy
upper or
theory.
lower
Ohio,
peninsula.
Yep.
Ohio is for lovers.
You remember that? I said
Ohio
that.
is for lovers. And remember when we took a trip to Ohio and we had that on repeat for at least an hour?
Well, yeah, because it's for lovers.
It is.
It's 81 in Florida, says Wiggly.
Well, that's,
That's
a lot nicer
less than here.
Yeah.
That's
Hey, but
bullshit.
It's probably the same humidity though.
Well, Georgia too.
Just JK
When I was
said,
working down in Georgia, man, that was some of the hottest.
I know they
weather
say
I've
dry
felt.
heat, which is dry,
That
but
Georgia
it's
isn't
so
a dry heat.
sunny that your skin like
Georgia's
bakes.
not dry heat.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Georgia's
No,
like
that's
this
humidity.
up here. It's all swamp.
Yeah.
But when I
Dude.
went to Phoenix,
Yeah.
that was dry heat.
It's
Dude,
still hot.
I was up on that top. I was puking off that building. It
Yeah.
was so hot. down there.
Just
Oh
JK
my
on the
God.
kick side says it's going to be around 95 with a heat index of 100, 105 starting this weekend and lasting through the week.
Yeah, it's supposed
Sunday
to
we
be-
have.
Move.
Sunday we
supposed to
have
be 90
Move.
something
It's
degrees.
supposed to be 92 up here.
Yep.
Tomorrow.
I get a heat stroke at 80.
Dude, I get heat stroke at 65. Nerd Slap says he's in Florida now, St. Pete area.
Oh,
Nice,
nice.
good for you. He used to have family.
I thought
down
Jeff
there.
said St. Peen.
You
St.
gotta.
Pete.
He's got to go check out
St.
that
Petersburg.
wing host down there. in
I
Florida.
hope it's cool off a bit when I come up to Michigan in a few weeks. Well, what is it? July 5th is when it hits about 50 degrees and then it's winter time.
I was gonna say we're in the 90s. We're at like the peak summer.
Yeah.
No,
And,
4th of
on the
July.
first day of
July is hot. July is hot.
It might be.
Do it
We'll
August
see.
sometimes too.
Yeah.
Sometimes August.
Well, August.
Beginning of August.
Yeah,
August
it was
is
hotter
so-
here than in Florida because Florida has the winds from the ocean. Yeah, well, we have the winds up the coldest lake in the world.
It does. If
Like
you get a
here.
north wind, bitch, it's like 40 here.
It's
It
90
can go
degree-
from 90 to 40.
Yeah,
Would
it's
you
90
say-
degrees for temperature, but the lake is still 33, which is
Yeah.
just above freezing.
So you want to go swimming? It's 95 degrees outside. Go swimming, and your balls still shrink.
It's when the gales of
you
November
you can't
turn
afford
early.
that.
Yes.
Yes, the
Oh.
gales
Hey,
November.
I'll drink to that.
Come early.
Drink to what?
Drink to the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Edmund
Was it
Fitzgerald.
the 60th
obviously.
anniversary this year?
R.I.P.
Yep, the 29 souls.
We're still planning on doing that trip, right?
If you know, you know. It's on a Monday or a Tuesday.
Well, we can do it that
We'll do it on the
We'll have to do the
weekend.
weekend before.
Do it the
Yeah.
weekend before.
Yeah, we won't see the ceremony, but we'll at least see where they do it.
We can at least go check shit out.
Just JK says peak summer here is late July. Hold on, just JK, where'd you say you're hanging out at? You didn't. Well, wherever you're from,
All right, just JK,
peak
where
summer.
you from?
I
Make sure
probably
you-
know because I've definitely talked to him and I probably forgot.
Make sure you hydrate out there.
Nice bum.
Yes.
where
Wherever you
from?
guys are.
Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. It is the longest day of the year today. The summer solstice. First
Today
day of
is?
summer. Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like it.
We better celebrate. Cheers.
Yep.
What are you doing? I see the sun.
I don't think I ever sold where I was from. Just JK says, "Oh, you know what? I wouldn't blame you if you didn't." Camel Soup, you have to stream 4 more minutes to break 2 hours. Well, what if we went 4 more hours to break 2 minutes?
I'm just gonna throw
No
this out
sleep till
there.
Brooklyn.
We've been
Sleep till
streaming for 2
Brooklyn, yeah.
hours.
I have to
There's
work
no
tomorrow, but whatever.
goddamn way I'm gonna edit this video.
Zach
There's
must not
no
be
way I'm gonna
because
listen
he
to
didn't tell
myself
me on the video yet.
or any of you fucks for 2 hours
They gave
to cut this
free.
down. Not even a chance.
They never commented.
Like,
Yeah,
oh, you want to
exactly.
cut
They
the
gave
funny
up.
stuff out of that? Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
We don't make this show
No.
for them. We make it for us. And the 8 people watching, thank you very much for joining us.
We need
Oh
to-
yeah, the big Schweens out there too.
He asked me for the show name. I sent it
Oh,
to
the
him. so you did
Schween is
too.
watching.
The
Yep.
big Schween.
Yep, Big
Princess.
Schween.
What's up, Princess? Big
Princess.
Schween. Little lady. Oh yeah. Schween's having a baby.
Yeah,
think
no,
he knows
the
that. The Schween is having a baby.
yeah. Your mother told me when it
Is she
happened.
emotionally
said, "Don't say
stable, though?"
anything." So I
She
didn't.
is. She's a good
Okay.
chick.
Okay, that's good.
We're excited. Everybody's excited.
I'm just saying because I know the past. The stability has been very questionable through the past.
No,
One.
I don't know. He's doing good.
That's
Doing
good.
good now.
That's good.
Everybody's doing good.
Hell yeah, it's good to hear.
Still
Campbell
letting
Soup
on
says,
both?
"I'm not people. I'm an Irish legal alien."
Mm.
Legal.
Good
Are
deal.
you sure?
Yes,
Good
he is.
deal.
He I almost called ice on him, and he explained his.
What do they say?
Is it-
Prost?
No, that's German.
Is it German?
Yeah, Prost is
Not even
German.
fucking close.
What do they say?
Irish speak English,
Irish?
but that
In Ireland.
There's the
Cheers.
Schween
they
kick
say,
rock.
"Hey, drink some beer."
They probably say,
What did Schween say?
kick rocks, Willie.
Yeah.
Listen here, princess.
Hey, Willie, what do they say in Russia
About what?
Drinking.
for cheers?
For cheers?
Yep.
I don't know. Probably something about communism.
Well, yeah, that too. It's actually, I was gonna say it, but I just drew blank.
Oh, okay, let's ask him a question. So he looks like a dumbass.
Hey, what are the
Fuck
what
that
are
up.
the I gotta be careful how I say this. The Jewish community say
I don't know.
For what?
L'chaim.
L'chaim?
L'chaim.
L'chaim.
L_CHAIM. L'chaim.
I think you got that from Beer Fest.
No, I
And I wouldn't call that accurate.
I looked it up last night just to make sure I had it correctly.
So when I lived in central Wisconsin, they would always do shots and stuff, and they'd always say Prost, you know. this and that.
That's German.
Well, I started saying garage key because I didn't know what Prost meant. So every time they'd hold their shots up and this and that, they'd go Prost. I'd say garage key.
Like it's some foreign word, and they probably thought it was like the equivalent. Like,
The door
that
gets-
means toast.
Yeah.
the door gets kicked in. The Italians got to make their presence known. It's salute. Yeah, I'll take whatever.
Spaghetti. Mario Luigi spaghetti.
Now that's fucking Italian. That's what I like saying.
I want to say dos vidania, but it's
No,
not.
that's goodbye. That means goodbye.
I know. That's what I know. I know dos vidania. Dos vidania.
Nothing
Goodbye.
about shit. What you know?
Nostrovia. Yeah,
Nostrovia?
Nostrovia. That's Russian.
Oh, I don't even know if I could try saying something like that.
I can tell you, just
Nostrovia. I
There
can't
you
roll
go.
my tongue like that.
Nostrovia.
Nostrovia. There we go.
Yeah, there you are.
Yeah.
Hey, I found out something one night. Alec Baldwin's finger can't roll his R's.
oh well.
It's funny.
There's a lot of people who can't roll
I
R's.
just can't do it.
A lot of people can't do that apparently.
Say with the arr, arr.
Okay, well, that's enough.
Willie's mating call.
Shut up, bitch!
Shut up, bitch.
Shut up, bitch.
Let's see here. ABF can't roll R's. Yeah, he said on a stream one night, Nerd Slap. Campbell Soup. Oh, slant or slante is what we say, or slante machith.
Hey,
Did I think I added a Middle Eastern in there.
how do you say it?
I would ask him how to pronounce it, but he's on chat.
We
so.
need an audio
Yeah,
file.
he can obviously he'll tell you right now through the computer.
I'm gonna tell you why we need an audio file because none of those letters together make sense.
It's probably Welsh or Gaelic. Actually, you've seen
You're
Welsh.
gay.
You ever-
Well, whatever.
yes, whatever
Slante
weird.
machith.
Let's just throw the
Tell me
alphabet at
that
the
one.
board and see what sticks.
It's still the noodle at the wall. Eh?
Is there even a vowel in what he wrote?
Yeah, actually,
Willie, do you know what a vowel is?
It's not Polish. You ever seen Polish, right? Or Polish words?
I've seen a Polish
There's
sausage.
like one
Every time
vowel
I
for
pull down my
every 8
pants.
letters.
I'm Polish and
17
I.
Z's
Yeah,
and a
fucking Z's and
You're
C's,
Polish?
yeah.
I am.
So am I.
Fucking
Do you need help
Polacks.
changing light bulbs too?
Every once in a while.
I need somebody. I need somebody to lift up and turn the ladder.
I always like pulling out that bottle of blackberry brandy
Ugh.
because they're like, "What is?" I said, "Can I get some of that Janufka you got over there?"
And people just stare at you like,
they're like, "What?"
So like, how do you spell that?
And
I'm
that's
like,
what that
don't even
is?
try.
Yeah.
slant, sliant, slainte. What? No, that
I don't know
sounds
what
more
you're trying to do
Spanish.
over here, bud.
Slash like ranch, but it's a SL. So slanch.
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 All right. Well, hey, there we are.
That's
Slanch.
badass. Hey, I like that.
I guess I like that too.
Slanch.
I'm gonna throw this other.
I thought the Irish spoke
Slanch
English. but I
sounds
guess
like
that's
slang for women
Gay
parts.
lick.
Oh my god, dude.
Been in that
That's what Willie
slanch.
does every Saturday night.
Well, for how much
Slanch.
like Jameson and proper 12 and everything I drink, Guinness, I
Nice
probably
slanch.
should have known that, but I don't.
Dude, the only
I-
place on earth you want to go is Ireland.
I know.
And
That's what I'm
apparently
saying.
you don't even know their culture.
No, I
You just know what they make alcoholically.
There's
I-
only listen here. Ireland is one on my top list, and there's literally only 2 places I need to see, and that's Jameson and Guinness.
I want to go to Scotland.
Also, the Irish
can.
goodbye.
I just
The
wanna go
Ironwood
to
Airport, I think in either Ironwood or Ashland, they have a travel agency that's it's like $150 round trip flight to Scotland.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
$150
$150.
bucks. He
All
said.
right. Hey, hold on.
Oh,
Hold on.
yeah, shit,
Nerd
shit.
Slap's got to head out. Great stream, guys. Catch you next time.
Hey,
Hey, thanks for coming in, buddy.
see you later, bud.
Tell you what, here's you.
Absolutely.
Here's you, my
Oh,
friend.
we're doing
Yeah.
another one.
But you know what?
Just a
He
sip.
didn't do the Irish goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
we're
that was
the Irish
Nerd File.
goodbye.
Well, I know, but I'm saying
Oh,
an
no
Irish
foul,
goodbye.
yeah.
It's just
No,
like,
he's not Irish.
So
We're just
Grey
gonna
Bush
leave
is
it
sticking
alone.
around.
Hey, cheers, mate.
Back to the Guinness though.
Good show. We ain't done yet.
I
All right, Campbell Soup says we are a bunch of mix, which is the only word in Irish-born people call each other. We get our own N word, but it's M. I'm not gonna even say the
How do you
M.
s-
Why
How do
don't you
you
write a
say
rap
it?
song about it?
I always thought it. No,
Don't
I thought
do
was a
it.
T word.
Don't do it.
Guinness. I love Guinness beer.
You mean that?
I don't know.
That- fantastic.
Guinness
don't know
on
Dude,
what
tap.
it
Guinness
is.
on tap.
Also,
No.
Guinness on tap is
No.
miles better than in the bottle.
No, it's got to be in a can.
You're dumb.
I love it in the can.
Well, that's
I don't
all
know.
Andy drinks is in a can.
I don't know what
That's
it
'cause
is
That's all that's here.
about that beer, man.
That's
You're
just-
not-
I was gonna
you're
buy-
not
I was
getting-
literally gonna buy a beer.
You're not getting a good
for it.
tap pour if you think that can beats tap.
Oh my god.
Tap is so much better.
Well, and there's like
I'm
a
a white
certain way
guy.
you gotta pour
Well,
it.
I'm saying, Cobalt, at the new studio, when this is all said and done and up there, I'm buying an actual,
You're getting a kegerator, aren't you?
yeah, for the Guinness specifically.
Perfect.
I hear you, Gray Bush. I can't dance.
Yeah, he
because of
says
my
I'm a
skin
white
tone.
guy. Rapping for me is only presents on Christmas.
I can't
I
even
like
do
it.
that.
I
I
like
can't
it.
rap. I can't rap.
I have become a professional present rapper.
That's
I
to
don't-
say,
I
you
just-
gotta, you gotta
I've-
say a word in front of rapper because you're gonna think you're like
No, professional rapper.
no, with a
Christmas
with a
present
W.
rapper.
With a W.
I almost do
Yeah.
Christmas rapping like the exact definition where I just wrap shit up and then throw some tape on it. Call it a day.
Mommy,
what, I
Santa
used-
sucks at
Does
rapping.
not look
Santa's all suck.
I try so hard sometimes. I like even everything out, and then all of a sudden I'm just like, dude, this looks like shit.
Well, and there's like take a little pride in your work, Will.
I do take pride in my work. I'm
You
just
know, I
shitty at it.
understand that they're gonna rip it apart, but when it looks good, people are like, "This is
So you're
cool.
saying my
Maybe I
windshield's gonna
shouldn't
fall out of my
rip this
truck?
apart.
Yeah, no
This is
shit.
cool."
No, there's things I'm good at. Rapping ain't one of them.
What are you good at, Will?
Getting
Getting lit up.
Yelled at.
that, getting yelled at, real good at that. Also,
Think about it.
I'm not gonna say it out loud.
Okay, don't say it out
So,
loud.
yeah, he's not good at anything, then. That's all it is.
I'm not good at anything. I'm okay at a lot of things.
I'll have one.
Just grabbed one.
I'd have a beer.
You just throw me whatever's in there. It's got to be emptied.
I haven't seen a
Please
good
make
bush
it a
since
white
the
can.
70s.
Hmm?
What? I wasn't around then, but I've seen some magazines.
That's why I was gonna say, what the hell? What the hell are you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? Amanda says Andy is the worst rapper. And Campbell Soup says he's okay at the old one-hander. Little,
Well, well, you throw a little spit on it, makes everything better.
I mean, one hand holding a beer, you sick fucks.
No, I like my beers. in two
No, he
hands.
two hands them too. He likes the way it feels. He's used to the shape, just not the size.
Yeah, just like you
Jeez.
eat bananas for the shape, not the taste.
When Willie eats a banana, he
No, I like the I like the mouthfeel.
Yeah, definitely more of a Snickers kind of guy.
Same with some of the pew pews I have. I bought them just because I like the mouthfeel.
Yeah, I know. And then they don't fire correctly.
Yeah, unfortunately for me.
Ooh,
Wow.
what a hole!
I was hoping for somebody to come back with a joke.
Wow. What a hole.
What did that say?
Wow. Have you never seen Home Alone?
Two.
Two.
Oh man,
Lost
been
in
a
New York.
Long time. It's been a long time.
You know
But
what else is long? Not me.
Oh, and an old fashioned, says Amanda. I lost track of what she was talking about. Campbell Soup says, "Where have we taken this podcast?
It
To
was-
what?
To infinity and beyond."
This is what happens
Yeah.
when we go past the hour mark and there's been too many.
Well,
beers
we
and
need.
shots.
Do we have any more?
It's on a
conspiracy-
downhill slope.
No, we ain't got no more.
we don't have
conspiracy
any more
theories.
conspiracy theories. Nothing at all.
That ended an hour ago.
Well, the
Honestly,
title still says Drinkspiracy.
But I'm saying, dude, that ended.
You don't
an
have
hour
anything?
Ago.
we
don't have
haven't
anything.
talked about a conspiracy theory in a while.
I've
Yeah,
been,
I know.
I've been trying to fill it in, but you guys are just on tangent.
No, I'm listening. At
It
least
doesn't matter if we're on a tangent. People are still watching for some goddamn
No,
reason.
no,
No, they're not.
no.
We've been talking to ourselves for the last hour and a half.
Yeah,
That's
what I'm
fine.
saying.
Yeah, no shit.
That's fine.
That still works. Just record it. Like I said, I'm not gonna edit it. Somebody else can.
Oh
No, that's not a conspiracy theory. I was gonna say there's a theory that Willie's gay, but
no, that's fact. Cold hard.
that's fact. Yeah.
That's for
Listen
for
here,
next week's
I've got
episode.
a wife, I've got kids, but somehow you got to climb the corporate ladder.
We got Illuminati.
Oh,
We didn't
yeah,
talk
was it
Illuminati.
Illuminati is too
Five
big,
Eyes
too.
or the
Everybody
Seven
knows
Eyes or
what,
something like that?
See, and
Illuminati
that's
shit
The
is.
government.
That's just another one where you can go so long.
Oh my god,
Dude.
so
you can
hard,
just
bro.
talk and talk. about
DARPA,
it.
Same with like the
Yeah.
Masons.
The, what'd you say?
33 degree. The
Masons?
DARPA.
The DARPA?
DARPA, weren't you big into DARPA for a while?
The harp?
Or was it HARP?
Yeah, the
Harp,
whole
yeah.
where they
The arrays and stuff in Alaska or something like that?
yeah, where they control the
Dude, when
Control the
you
weather. They
climate.
can't control the weather.
100%.
Absolutely. Look what they did in was it Saudi Arabia? They were seeing the sky because it was a drought, and then all of a sudden they
Yep.
flooded like a mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they did that by accident in a factory a long time ago where they're putting way too much moisture in the air, causing rain way farther down
Mhm.
because of humidity. But when you were saying DARPA, all I could think of was remember back in the day the old memes with derp
Oh,
and
God.
derpina. That's
Yeah.
all I could think about was
Yeah.
derp.
The
We got-
origin of
Really
memes.
suffers from early 2000s brain rot.
It's called peaked in
It's not
high
even
school.
just brain rot. It's just
It's
my
called-
mind goes to the like
We
if
know.
you say
we know.
something, just
Yeah, we're
picture
aware.
the stupidest thing possible. My mind's instantly there.
Yeah, it's called peaked in high school.
we got
Peak, bitch. I've never hit peak, and I'm not even close.
Dude, you had your own nickname on the back of your T-shirt. It
doesn't
said
mean I
Wildo.
peaked.
69 was the number.
I've never
Wildo
done.
69.
I've never done anything cool in my
Nice.
entire life.
we got Loch Ness.
Oh,
Loch
that's a
Ness Monster.
fact.
That's in
That's just like
Scotland.
Sasquatch and Big.
Hey,
Sasquatch.
I am
Tie
a
it in.
firm
Yeah.
believer that Loch Ness is in Lake Superior.
Okay, but I can't stand the shows about Loch Ness.
Possible.
I
about
feel like
Nessie.
it's
Can't
not
stand it.
just confined to Lake Superior, but
Illuminati are just Tom Hanks' agents, says Graybush.
Every
Yeah.
episode.
Boy, Tom Hanks really booked it to Greece real quick when Epstein got
Like,
arrested.
mhm.
Yeah.
Because allegedly in Greece, the age of consent, if not at consent, but marriage and certain acts is extremely low.
consent, basically.
That would be
Yeah.
consent. That's the definition.
Some places
But
they don't
anyway-
need consent.
Yeah,
You know,
I know what you mean.
they
I
also
know.
wear towels on their head or
I'm
they
not
cover their
gonna believe it
faces.
yet.
I mean,
It's just
I'm not gonna believe it yet. He was Forrest Gump. I fucking love
Yeah,
Forrest Gump.
I was actually a couple of guys and I were talking about that at work the other day. How it is probably the most American like cultural movie to come out in a while.
Forrest Gump?
If
Did
Oh,
you-
it's fantastic.
Did
Forrest
you
Gump is an
ever
absolute
watch-
fantastic movie.
speaking
Yep.
of Tom Hanks, Green Mile,
Oh, Green
Oh,
Mile is
fantastic,
another good
yeah.
movie.
fantastic movie.
Green
I
Mile
hate
is another fantastic.
you can
movie.
hate on
He
Stephen
is-
King all you
yeah.
want.
that
but
movie is like 3 hours long.
Tom Hanks has been
all
in
movies
some
are 3
bangers.
hours long.
Where's
though.
the one that he's stuck in the
No,
airport?
not-
What?
When Tom Hanks plays the immigrant stuck in the airport, they wouldn't pass his let him out of the airport.
That was
I have no idea.
that was based on a true story. I'm trying. to
Yeah,
think
that's
what
what I'm saying. It was based on a true story.
Yeah, I have no idea.
He was
Last I knew, he
came
was
in on a
American.
plane. They wouldn't let him leave. They wouldn't let him out of the airport. He ended
The
up picking up-
terminal.
Terminal.
There it is.
Just JK hopped in the terminal. Thank you. See,
I was
chat
literally, I
knows
literally
best.
just got there. I'm like, I swear.
Yeah,
I've
and then
seen it.
Amanda came in a little late on the draw there. Hey, it's okay. High noon, you died. The terminal. No, I never watched that.
Also, who can forget Castaway?
Me.
Not
Forgot
me.
about it until you just mentioned it.
Yeah. Forrest Gump's way better than Castaway.
Oh, Forrest Gump. Like I said, it's one of the most.
I have the Wilson.
I know you do.
volleyball. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
A lot of
movie
people-
was so big that Wilson actually released.
Yes, Willie. I
Hey,
have
Wilson
it.
Ball.
You
That's-
just said that.
It's Tuesday all over again.
I
I'm
know.
gonna say it.
No, I heard
fucking
you,
say
but you
it.
could have made it.
Any fucking way.
Yep.
Uh,
Forrest
What was
Gump
those
was
laugh
awesome.
behind that goddamn window?
So anyway, Queen Elizabeth the First was a man. Another conspiracy.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, I know she was kind of ugly, but
well, and they're saying
Whoa. You
so
can't call women ugly in this day
so
and age.
Yes, you can.
Queen Elizabeth or King Henry was away, doing whatever he was ruling and shit.
oh wait, hold on. What year was this?
Fucking old.
Big
You gotta-
was a
you
good
gotta- you
movie.
gotta-
Forrest Gump
You
is
gotta
his
say what
best.
year this.
Uh,
Yes, Big was his best movie.
No, Big was a good movie. Forrest Gump was his best movie of all time.
You know what? I hate to say this, but I don't think I've ever seen Big.
I don't
let's
think I
see.
have
So this
either.
was,
I know it's definitely on the list of things I need to see because I know it was very.
it was
big
very
movie.
popular. It was a good movie.
Yep.
So Queen Elizabeth I was born in September 7th, 1533,
Okay, 1533.
and supposedly
Yep.
died March 24th, 1603.
1533 to 1603.
Yes.
Damn, that's a hell of
But
a reign for back in the
apparently-
day.
Apparently, she
70
died
years,
as a
yeah.
child. And when the king came back, he's like, "Hey, I want to see my daughter," but she already died. And they're like, "Hey, we replaced her with a boy who looked very similar, and they're like, "Hey, this is your daughter," and they, you know, the whole, and that explains why, you know, the whole ruling thing and the pictures and like they look different.
But didn't she marry?
Well, the
No,
same.
well, she might have married, but
You
they didn't
can
have
marry,
kids or
but I
anything.
mean, if you're
well,
tucking it-
somebody's gonna figure it out.
But that's what I'm saying. She didn't have kids or anything, so that's why they're like,
yeah.
Huh.
You know, I mean, you can tuck it
Also,
for a
imagine being
picture.
that boy though. We're like, hey, you look a lot like this girl. This is your new job for the rest of your life. You're like, shit.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, no, it's
I feel like you'd be good at that, Will.
Being a girl?
Yeah, being like if somebody came up to you and was like, "Oh, you got to be the queen of the."
No,
UP,"
he's the skinny
Willie would
dollar
be
store
like-
version of the fat electrician.
Oh, yeah.
With no knowledge of anything useful.
Dude, I have so much knowledge on anything that doesn't matter.
Willie just stares at this camera like cars.
Cars are a big one. I know a lot
Yeah,
about cars.
don't start. Don't
Random
start.
facts.
It's
I'm not
okay,
gonna.
buddy. It's okay. Don't
But
start.
even like any random facts, I just know them and I don't know why. Can't remember my birthday. Can't remember my kids' birthdays. Can't remember my wife's birthday.
Wait, hold on.
But you want to talk about shit
Um,
that doesn't matter.
Campbell Soup says they made a movie about that. Dave, starring Kevin Kline. He looked like the president of the USA. Not familiar.
I don't remember that one.
Interesting.
Huh.
Ah,
Huh.
ah,
Huh.
ah.
Uh huh.
I just wanted to share that. I don't know.
hey,
I
what
think
are you
it's
doing
funny.
over there? I don't know. We ran out of shit. I just click a button.
No, I was just trying to think of a transition.
There's no transition.
Transition to
Welcome,
what?
What was that?
Just bro.
Bruh.
Bruh. All right. That's about the end of it, right?
Yeah.
We can enter there.
I think
2
so.
hours and 16 minutes.
Yeah, that's been long enough. People, for some reason, stuck around.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't show up till the end. They're like, yeah, we're out.
Yeah, kind of. Just JK been here for a while.
No, yeah, he's hanging on the kick side.
I'm just saying.
Thank you, Just
been,
JK.
he's been,
Probably
he's
the
been
only-
around.
the only kick,
he's a little too
Probably
committed.
the only kick viewer we have. Thank you. We just
Probably.
started on Kick tonight for this show. Our Tuesday gaming streams are on YouTube and Kick. Andy does the Kick side and the YouTube side, unless it doesn't work, and then I take over. And you can watch me die a lot.
The last one went pretty good. I mean, besides
just
the
here for
restarting
my
3
loves.
times, it was pretty good.
Yep.
Pretty good.
Once again, Just JK, thank you very much. We appreciate your
Patriarchy.
yeah. Thank you for your partridge.
Your patronage.
I think you got a little confused.
M. Campia or Greybush says the Discord forced me to stay. Why did Discord force you to stay? Where's the rest of the people in Discord? I can look right now and see if there's anyone not watching. I'll be very upset about it.
Why isn't Greybush part of our actual Discord?
He
Because
is
there's
part
other
of the
Discords.
GCA Discord.
Yeah.
I know, but you can jump in ours.
You can join the GCA.
I don't even think I'm in GCA Discord.
You're not. I
I'm
didn't
not.
invite you. You have to be specifically invited by someone in the
Are
Discord.
you fucking kidding?
Yeah.
me?
It's a very
if we had
exclusive
Exclusive.
you know who didn't show up?
I've known these guys for 30 fucking years.
Nagernal.
Oh, hold on. You're in my Discord that I made for us.
Yeah.
And I invited you. But apparently there's a whole new one that we're not cool enough.
Oh, you're not in it either?
No.
Oh,
We're
Christ.
not cool
Yeah,
enough.
no, our
Billy-
Discord
me
is
and Billy
just
are
where
gonna
we
start a
talk
Discord.
Yeah, no
That's about it.
shit.
It's just gonna be me and him.
Yeah,
You know who didn't show up?
Nobody else.
was Nagernal.
We're gonna send invites.
None of our
They're-
none of our mods showed up. No Nagernal, no Chronic.
They don't know that. They don't need to know that. They don't need to know that.
Yes, they do.
They're just busy.
Well, they're the ones that
Sophie
drop
never showed
drop
up
the
either.
chat or drop the links in the chat for the GCA and stuff like
Well,
that.
Usually.
So
but-
people like Dumb and Dumber can hop in.
But needless to say,
Which one's which?
Not worthy.
You decide.
not worthy.
No.
I'm gonna self-proclaim
um,
myself as dumber.
All right. Any last remarks?
Yeah, any last thoughts?
I mean,
Or-
we went
we
well
covered a
past
lot.
conspiracies.
We did cover a lot. We've been on stream for a long time.
This is
But
the
to anybody
longest-
still listening, remember to check us out every Friday at 6 p.m. Central.
That might change, seeing as how we're here till 8:30 now.
That's
I can't be here
I'm talking
before
about the
then.
time we started, not ended yet,
Well,
bitch.
no, I'm saying that might change. It might change. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
we're definitely
Also, we have our Leveling Up channel where we play games at 7:30 p.m. Central on Tuesdays. So,
good job, Willie. You answered all the questions.
bitch, I will ruin you.
Willie,
And
did
then,
you, did you
Bush did 9/11.
Yeah. Willie, did you talk about our streaming times?
Yeah, we should probably tell everyone
We should
about what
probably
time
tell
we
everyone
stream.
We probably go over that again. So anyway,
Hold on. Someone
Fridays.
find a menu so Willie can sit in the menu for
Yeah.
6.5 fucking hours.
bring it up.
just
Bring it
trying to
up.
play a game.
Bring it up.
Bring what up?
Bring up our menu. I
No.
just want to sit in it. I just
No.
want to look at it.
Do it on your
Yeah.
phone.
I
Dipshit.
just want to
read
look
the
at it. I just
whole
want to look
thing.
at it.
You know what pisses me off? I took all these notes, and Willie interrupted me every single time because
yep.
he didn't want to listen to my moon theories.
I
But we
really
didn't get to cover the moon theories.
I really didn't. I got as soon as he brought up the moon is fake, I got bored instantly.
Well, that's like anything Willie talks about.
You know
Kobo,
what?
you got anything coming up?
Hold
Nope,
on.
I got nothing coming up. 4th of July.
Oh, it's
I'm
right.
excited.
Yeah, 4th of July. It starts a week early here in this town.
That's my
Actually,
second.
it started already. They're selling 50-50 tickets
Yeah.
for the last 2
Oh,
weeks.
they've been
Yeah.
selling 50-50 tickets for
Oh,
6 months.
yeah.
I went to Marinesco. They had a tent up literally over a month ago.
They've been selling them since.
Well, you know,
They just
around
started
here,
at the Ramsey Crossing.
I was gonna go try to get number 1, but then I was like, nah.
well, around these parts, I feel like as soon as that big softball
shit.
tournament comes up, that's like the peak of summer, and that's next weekend.
Yeah.
The Aoden?
July.
Yep.
Yep. July 4th is peak of summer, and then July 5th is when it starts cooling off and
Yep.
it starts snowing by July 7th.
Yep.
Anyway, another thing. Are you gonna be on more leveling up? I'm guessing.
Camel
I will
soup.
try to be. Yes.
I'm gonna give you an
'Cause
update
we like having you
because
there.
you're always
Yeah.
here.
The extra guy is
and
always
we
nice.
thank
Yeah,
you
for
for your
sure.
partridge. There you are, sir.
Especially when we're doing Hell Divers.
Well, if you guys are playing whatever Warhammer, that's only a 3-player.
I know.
game.
Well, no, we can- we can
survival
mod it.
mode's
Thank
coming
you,
out.
Just
I think
JK,
they're
we
bumping it up,
appreciate you.
and there's a mod.
Oh, he's still talking.
Andrew, what's the mod for that one?
Willie,
It's like
Willie,
up
it's
to-
fine. We'll talk about it after. But yeah, there's a
Gotcha.
mod we can get 12 players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the joke around here is in the UP, we have 3 months of bad skiing,
That makes sense.
which means June, July, August. The skiing kind of sucks, but then September through May is decent.
I mean, you could still ski. You're just
You know what else?
summer ski in the back.
Skis and sucks. Jeff. Every day,
Yep.
any time of the year.
So actually, you can still drive around towards some of the ski hills around here, or any place they dump snow or put snow into snow piles, and there are still piles of snow until middle of July. It's kind of neat if you want to have. You
It's
can have a snowball
crazy.
fight. You can have a snowball fight middle of July. if
It's
you wanted to.
crazy.
Yeah. Wiggly says we'll be going back to watch the whole video. I feel sorry for you. Campbell Soup says, "Wow, I'm blue." That was
I
dumb of
won't.
y'all, but thank you. Yes, I made Campbell Soup moderator.
Nice.
Says he's the only one that actually shows up every week.
That's good for
Megan
him.
Hall
That is
and
true.
Sophie do
Well,
not show up.
Good for
That's
him.
true.
Well,
Well, Sophie is
congratulations.
usually here,
I think I
Um,
upset Sophie because they made too many alpaca jokes.
but Gray Bush also shows up all the time. So Gray Bush is definitely deserving of a
That's why
moderator
he's deserving
status.
of a moderator status.
Yep.
Actually, Sophie, I want to say this. Sophie's the one that showed me the MIT pirate certificate.
Oh.
So I want to give her a quick thank you and shout out on that.
Thank
I
you,
gotta ask
Sophie.
Gray Bush.
9/11 was an inside job.
No, Amanda said that.
What are
I
you
don't know
doing
if
with your
they
life that you're watching us?
Wiggly Mufasa says, "Wow, I see how it is. You don't know how YouTube works. Otherwise, I'd give you the.
Yeah.
I'd give you that.
And
I'd
you're on
give you that,
vacation.
but you're on vacation, and you already admitted you weren't here for the whole stream.
The worst part is I don't know.
And
how
also,
YouTube
like I
works.
said, you're not here, or you're not a YouTube person.
Well, I hope you're having fun on vacation.
Jeff, from this angle, it looks like you're
I'm
wearing
very
a visor.
jealous.
All right. So, would you ask Campbell Soup?
Why he's comes every weekend.
Well,
Wait,
Hold on.
hold on, hold on.
Phrasing.
Not that way.
Phrasing, Lana. Phrasing, Lana.
Why he shows up every week. I was like, he's got to have better things to do.
He's
likes
oh,
watching
wrong
you
one.
guys.
He says,
Dude,
just
he
got
can
off
put
work.
a toaster in the bathtub and be
Willie, shut the fuck up. He says, just got off work and eating dinner. That's about it. So
Yeah.
he's doing what I do every night when I get home from the gym or work is I
Yeah.
watch a YouTube live video for my friends,
Yep.
comment, support them. Maybe every now and then if I'm feeling a little splurgy, I'll send some memberships.
Yep.
Very tight lately because I decided to sign up to go to a trip to Egypt. You coming?
I don't think I
Going
can-
out fast.
I
don't think I
can
can eat anymore without
Nothing I
watching
can do.
YouTube.
$3,500, dude. Or no, 20.
Well, thank you for
25,
sticking
25?
around to it. That's
Yeah.
I have
that's
I have a
awesome.
new house.
Literally,
That it's like
I will not. I'll make
I
something.
got a drywall.
Sell this one.
I got a
I will not
drywall.
touch it
quote.
until
Sell
That's already way more.
Sell it.
Find something to
Yeah,
watch
talk about
on
it.
YouTube.
It's horrendous.
That's brain rot, Willie.
It is.
Yep, I know. Hey, yeah, yeah. Gregush heard you say, "What do you come every day or every Friday?" Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
Like I said, thank you, Gray
for the
Bush.
reason.
He's not just breathing heavy.
Wiggy Bufasa, good show. Bye, guys. Have to go.
Yep.
See you later. Thank you for showing up. We appreciate it.
All right, Jeff, what do you got coming up?
What do I have coming up? So I just released a new video on my channel on Tuesday morning because I stayed up way too late doing it.
I think I watched it.
If you're interested in just any mining or ancient history, especially of the Michigan Upper Peninsula, my channel, Jeff Up North. I've been focusing mainly on the ancient copper miners of Michigan 3,000 to 5,000 years ago, but I'm starting to run dry on topics, so I think I'm going to expand out a little bit.
I was going to say,
I think I'm going to take
probably
Jeff's
not-
There's only
videos
so
and
much.
dub somebody else's voice over them, so they don't have to listen to Jeff talk.
Interesting.
I think I'd have a really successful
But no,
channel.
I'd really appreciate it if anyone that isn't subscribed or watch my channels, if you have any interest in ancient history and stuff like that, go check it out.
Willie, you could do it if you had the time. You just call it not Jeff Up North.
Not
and
Jeff
then
up
just
north. No, Jeff up south.
Jeff down south.
Jeff, no, keep the up. Jeff up south.
So, yeah, no, I really appreciate it if you go check it out. If you have any interest in that stuff, probably going to be expanding past Michigan since I'm running out of topics. There's only so much that's ever been explored because in the early 1800s, the mining and logging industries came into Michigan and wiped everything of significance out.
Yeah. Let's just go out there with some metal detectors. and
Yep,
just
pretty
start
much.
digging.
I'm actually going to
Yeah.
say this. To
Actually,
anybody-
hold on, cut you off,
Hold on.
Willie. Campbell Soup said I already gave him the down south nickname. He did.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
2
he
seconds.
already
All
did.
right. All right. Fuck
Yeah,
me.
you're a little late to the party, asshole.
Point is,
Oh, you get nothing. You lose.
Yeah. Sucks to be you, Will.
as much shit as I give Jeff, I have actually
waiting
been
to use
watching
that
Jeff's videos. So if you guys are interested in anything,
But have you been editing them? Have you been commenting?
Dude, it takes me 6 hours.
No,
to
but
edit
I've been
20
downloading
videos.
and watching them.
Subscribe.
He gets a
Whoa.
watch.
Yeah, you're
Oh
subscribed
my
to
God. I am subscribed to Jeff. It took me a while to subscribe to Jeff. It took me a while. Like I didn't want to do it because I didn't want him to get an ego. And then I was like, I probably should.
What do you say, Jeff?
Also, if you smell something, I farted.
Oh boy.
You should have muted him a long time ago.
All right.
Yeah.
You sick fuck.
Smells like pine salt from that
Shut.
IPA.
Okay. Yep. Got him off. He's done.
We're done.
not
So
bad.
He's too
no.
far. He's out of here.
So my last video was me and my cousin hiking around and exploring old abandoned test mine for gold and silver in the area. I mean, it's pretty neat. I thought it's kind of fun, especially if you have any interest in the old history of the UP or any pioneering of the Americas. So go check it out on my channel, Jeff Up North. But that's about it.
Yeah, for some reason I watched
Very
that.
nice. Very nice.
Yeah. How about you, William? Anything coming up that other
No, we-
people can
we-
affiliate with?
we
or
already
that
said
you just
team
do it
up.
on your
Like
personal
I
life?
said, I'd like to get that leveling up thing figured
No,
out for our
it
intro.
does not
I might just
smell.
end up making one. I don't know what I'm doing.
It does
I just
not
might
smell
end up making one.
like
But
maple syrup.
we
It's
are going to
2 seconds PowerPoint. Done.
The video is already edited. I just got to upload it with whatever. Unfortunately, I have a lot going on with work and kids, so it's hard to do as many edits as I'd like to. But I do
You have
enjoy
done one.
learning it.
You have done one edit, Willie.
Well, I'm working 14, 15 hours
That's what I'm
a
saying.
day.
But you just
Are you though?
one.
Yeah, I am actually.
Oh, good for you. Hey, I'm proud of you, man. Hey, you know what? Anyone out there that is a working person, working man, working woman, this one's for you.
Hey,
Anyone
look,
that's
I
out
had
there, the
one
9 to
hidden.
5 or 7 to
Where'd that
3,
come from?
7 to 7, whatever.
It's like
Tell
a
you what,
miracle.
this one's for you. All you gentlemen, I
Yeah.
know we all have our fuck you. We all work pretty hard.
What the fuck?
This one's for the working man
All
and
right.
woman.
Cheers.
Thank you for all you do.
It is. Unfortunately, the industry that I'm in, the summertime's our busy season, and I work a lot of hours.
Nice.
Definitely don't get enough appreciation. The main middle class workers, the lower class, anyone that's
No,
out there
Kobo,
literally busting their
again,
ass.
second time. You know, I ended this an hour ago. What do you got coming up? Anything you want to do? Anything you want to see?
Not much. Not much going on. Just doing the thing, man. Mowing grass.
Mowing
Keeping,
grass.
keeping the homestead kicking.
Mowing grass, doing ass.
Oh, yeah, we're doing
All
the
right.
thing.
Nice.
Yeah, stay
Do
hydrated
you
out
want
there, guys.
to? Are you gonna start a Twitch or a Kick or a
Nope,
YouTube or
absolutely not. I can't
X,
believe I.
Instagram?
You know,
I can't believe I did this. To be honest with you guys.
yeah, no shit. But you've been
No.
playing games with us on Leveling Up. You should hook up your phone to that PC so we put some cams
Absolutely
on.
not.
Or just
No.
spend $25 and get a webcam.
Yeah.
If you
Not-
really want to.
Honestly, I've just been using my phone. I already paid for it. It looks good.
Not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm just hanging out
I
with you
stopped
guys.
doing it after the first one because I don't want people to judge me on how much I drink while I'm playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's a big thing too.
I was gonna say I think looks were more.
I
of a
drink
judgment.
2 beers in an hour and a half of playing,
No,
and that's
Jeff-
a lot.
Jeff becomes Willie at the end of the
Oh
stream.
shit, we're gonna count how
Willie
many beers
just
we had.
keeps rambling here, and then Jeff at the end of the video, he's just like, "Hey guys, did you just chill?" And you're like, "Oh, that's Jeff," and then he repeats himself like 3 more times. Like,
That's only when there's
I'm like, Jeff's got enough.
that happened once, and I was slightly buzzed.
All right,
No.
guys.
Anyway,
All right, yeah,
we're gonna end it right there. 2.5 hours. That's a new record for us.
that
Hopefully,
is.
the last time we go this long, because my God, that got out of hand, especially with dipshit over
Yeah,
here.
too long, too many.
So
I'm the whole reason people watch.
before we finish up, I just want to hit a few more of our socials. We're on Twitter at Drink Up. I think it's Drink Up 906. You can find us.
Yep.
The YouTube Drink Up. The U has a period. The P has a period. The 906. Fucking stupid to find. I know. But if you're watching here, hey, you already found us. And we have an Instagram. Should be just Drink Up or Drink Up 906. We're on Kick. And William actually started a TikTok channel for us. TikTok account. So
Which-
Willie, what's
Good question. What that is.
Okay, well, we're never gonna ask him what happened
Well,
there.
I'll figure it out.
It's Drink Up.
It's just type in Drink Up,
Yeah, it's Drink
and
Up.
eventually you'll find us.
And
Can
that's
I,
what-
can I say the thing?
Well, no, I'm gonna start posting probably some dumb shit to the TikTok
Oh,
because it's
hold
quick
on.
and easy.
Hold on, we got there we are. There, Campbell Soup dropped our X account.
Yep, there it
Drink
is.
Up
But
906. Thank you very much, sir.
But
That's
the
why I gave you the wrench.
the TikTok is to be the quick videos of me remodeling the new studio, pretty much. The
Yes.
dumb shit, the like, why am I here doing this?
Hell
You
yeah,
did a
I
very good
love it.
job. Thank you, sir.
I'm excited.
Yep.
We'll see.
Our Instagram, I've started a few posts on there. I recently had a review of How to Train Your Dragon. That's on our channel here. If you want to check that out, it'd be greatly appreciated.
Soon to be Snow White. We'll see.
Yep. Hopefully we'll
Quick
get a
one.
Snow White up. Well, that'll be on the YouTube channel. Yep. So
Yeah, that's
all right,
it.
boys.
All right.
Here's
Hey,
us. Here's
all
to
right,
you.
Here's to us.
Thanks
here's
for
to
staying
you.
around.
No,
Hold
get
on, I
your-
need
get
the
your-
shot.
Get your good nights. Get your good night juice.
Good night juice.
All right.
Good night,
This
Juice.
is my party juice. Then it turns to good night juice after.
Once again, want to
Survival.
thank everyone that joined us tonight. Want to thank the people in the chat, people that are just watching, the lurkers out there. Thank anyone that was on
Lurkers,
Kick.
thank you. But a big thanks to our common people that for some reason support us. I don't understand it, but
He's rambling again.
Yeah, he's rambling.
All right.
Cheers.
Let her rip,
Yeah.
kid, chip.
And don't
Prost.
forget
Good night.
to hit like and subscribe.
I fucking hate that guy.
What's up, y'all? I'm the last man on earth. Shit's all good. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.